Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the first watch-along of 2023. I am your regular host, Pommy Oz, or if you must call me by my birth name, Dan. Good day to everyone in chat. A few early comers. We've got Big Avani Klex. Good day to you, my friend. We've got Hypnosis Ballsy. Always make a slip up on that one, but good day to you. I hope we're all doing well. Carlton versus Sydney in Blacktown. Hyped for this one. Last chance to see the boys before they obviously go out against the black and faux yellow of Richmond. So a lot on the line. A lot of players here playing today as well that you would say are playing for one position between two or three of them. Quality bants, Avani. I was going to drop a colloquialism. I didn't, so you did it for me. G'day, Lewis. How are you, my good friend? Got the legend that is Blue Abroad. Big Tez is in chat. Taylor, good evening to you, my darling. We got Big Paul. Drunkill, few outs. Let's see how our depth goes. G'day, Kalgoorlie process servers. That is very hard to say. Hey, mate, how you doing, George? Big Gav is in chat. We've got some legends of the watch along. So if you haven't watched one of these before, what are you doing with your life? Basically, I'll take you through the game. I'm quite emotive. It's a little bit of a different vibe until my analytics, because you kind of see me cry, smile, and do all of it. Big losing chat. G'day, Carlton for life. G'day, my friend. Shearsy. Wait until we get a complicated name. G'day, Joel. Thank you very much, my friend. Keen, hey, tell you what, he's scheduled to start there. Be good. From the dead, we've got Tupac Shakur. How you doing, mate? G'day, Mighty Blue 7. All the way from California. Big Orlando. That is like a double negative. Orlando in California. G'day, Matty. I'm good, mate. I'm very well, Tupac, mate. Probably better than you. You had, like, what, 4 shots in the chest? Or was that 50 Cent? I don't know. G'day, mate. No injuries, mate. That will be good. Big Bad Manny. How you doing, my friend? Thank you very much, mate. I hope you're doing well, mate. Tell you what, you've pissed a lot of AFL fans off. Another 6-point win for the Pies. They just keep doing it. Big Chris, good day to you, mate. Thank you very much, Mighty Blues. My wife dressed me today. So there you are. Big Charles, good day, mate. Shane, good day to you, my friend. Big George, I can't wait to see Peter. Hey, tell you what, bit of Tupac banter in chat. You got to love it. Good day, Nicholas. How you doing, my friend? Luke, good friend of mine. How you doing, mate? Good day, Ollie. Cheers, mate. Hey there, Troy. Still pinching myself with the hey, I tell you what, it isn't far. Isn't far. Apov, all the way from Indonesia. Good day to you, mate. How are you doing, Craig? Thank you very much, Juice World. You're too kind. Hey, it has its moments. It has its moments. Grats, my Frio friend. Good day to you, mate. Good day, Blues Muse. My jacket is amazing. Thank you very much. Good day, Beck. How are you? Good day, Greg. Legend he is, and he knows the rules. If you win the toss, Carlton win. I think that has worked every time but one. But we've lost every time we've lost the toss. G'day, Jeff. How are you, mate? It's no bad. My wife likes it, so I mean that gets it warm, doesn't it? That's the plan. Hey there, Marco Pomster. I like that. Hey, I can't wait till the Tigers. Hey, all the way out in West, mate. Welcome to the stream. We've got some practice going on. Chera and Pettinet and Hewitt. Some decent men. Tell you what, Carroll looks buff. I haven't said that. G'day, Nicholas. How do you reckon the boys will? I reckon they'll go all right. I mean, to be honest, I'll say this now before the game starts. I'm not really bothered about the result. I'm more about the process. But by about 5 minutes into the first, when there's a late bump, I'll be proper invested. So, Campom doesn't start until the ball physically touches grass. G'day, Josh, mate. It's good to be back. Aussie Nick. G'day, Gary. G'day. You see, look, Greg confirmed it's all about the toss. Literally, we could just stop watching after the toss. It's facts. G'day, J Babs. How are you? I'm looking forward to a big blue year. G'day, Toby, legend of the fan cams. Never been so glad to see Blacktown. I've never been, but tell you what, I do like these country grounds. There's a little bit of aesthetic to it, isn't there? Bit of aesthetic. G'day, Rowan. G'day, Anthony. Good to see the hedge cameras are working. Tell you what it is. Few of them games have been a bit shaky, haven't they? Let's say it. Hey, cheers. You've got to try. We're trying something new. You know what I mean? This shirt's got no win or loss. So it's early. Ollie Holland's on screen and behind me. You want a big win, of course. G'day, Michael, as well. Of course we want to win, but honestly, I'm just saying that probably because it's 5 minutes from bounce. Yeah, they. No injuries, that is it. Chincotta, yep. We do have a surprise Italian guest at some point. I don't know where he is. Hey, tell you what, this is it, Greg, mate. Hey, and there he is, Michael Voss. Tell you what, Michael Voss looks like he could still do. I was going to say a couple of rounds. He probably could. Looks like he could do a quarter or two. It's good to be back, isn't it? And the practice games tomorrow for the VFL. Go the Moo. I'm looking forward to this. We'll do like a little live Cowan versus Cincotta and maybe a Hollands versus O'Brien. We'll see how it goes throughout the quarters. I can't wait to see Lockie. It's on KO and Fox Footy 4. I've just made that up. Fox Footy 504. Just made a channel up. Sorry, Paul. Good day to you anyway. Do you think we'll finish in the grand final? Hey, tell you what, I'll say as soon as we get through into the finals, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Yeah, the suburban grounds, there's something quaint about them, isn't there? I mean, as a POM, all of our grounds are player-owned, club-owned. So you kind of got that history and the heritage. So I kind of like it. So you will be the first person in the history, Aussie Nick, to ever say that my stream is ahead of you. So maybe refresh it. G'day, J-Babs. Yeah, hey, tell you, J-Babs getting me into it, and it's a practice game. Foxtail, it's on both. So 504 on your Foxtail box or KO. I assure you. How to watch the game online? Probably shouldn't say this, but if you go on KO, there is a free sign-up. So if you haven't used your mobile phone for binge, you'll be able to blag the system. You know what I mean? You'll be able to blag the system. Money saving tips with Pommy and Oz. You reckon Walsh will play one? I reckon if he's right, he plays. I am looking forward to seeing a bit of width. Tell me in chat what you're looking forward to today. Tell me. Foxtail or KO? Both. And/or. Is these games played with the extra umpires? I believe they are the full set allotment. Go Blues, Bugs Bell. Good to see you, mate. Sorry as well. I missed you on the practice game. Communist and elites. I hope I've said that right. Carlton. Spot on. Embrace the hate. Hey, no doubt we have a bump. And you know the bump gets me in. The bump gets me invested. As soon as there's a bump, I'm invested. Blakers is playing. He is. I haven't got him in competition because I reckon he's a lock. I could be wrong. Could be wrong, though. Draftees, you looking forward to seeing the draftees? KO, yeah. One thing I've noticed with 4 umpires is a lot more. Yeah, it's going to be over umpired. So if you hear for me abusing umpires, we've just basically got extra umpires to abuse, which is a positive. Defensive transition. Oh, Pete, I love it. Have a good show, Pom. Cheers, Ben. If you do enjoy AFL content, the Hoop Show, Benny's part of that. Real good content. Keen on Walsh, no Cripper. I think it's an opportunity, and it's great to see Jack Carroll and Dow get this opportunity to see where they are. Do you know what I mean? See where they are. See, the Tassie boy, Cowan, I agree. Do you think Motlop will blossom? Controversial call. I reckon he's going to be very Papley impact. There you are. Looking forward to seeing the kids. I can't wait either. Well, let me know, Luke, when you're in town. We'll definitely go and grab a beverage. Looking forward to seeing Cowan and Hollands. Be interested to see what they do with Ed. Great opportunity on Jake Lloyd because he's pretty good. Who's our mids this game? We've got Dow, Carroll, Hewitt, Chera. Someone else I've missed. Kennedy, Kerno. There's a seventh. Someone in comments, help me. There's someone. It was clever. It was clever. Here we are, look, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not the only superstar here. There's another one, right? Do you know what I mean? And there is a rumour Europe does it better. I've got my European brother, Paolo!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A very good evening. How's my audio and volume coming through, mate? Loud and clear?
Mate, I can hear you. I can hear you. And you know what I'm enjoying? The fact you've just accidentally thrown an Arsenal shirt on.
Oh, yeah. Well, where did that come from?
Let us know.
Where did that come from?
Well, nice of you to remind us you're top of the league.
We're going to win the league. We're going to win the league.
Well, I mean, there we are. It's nice of Paolo to do it. I'll probably wear my Man United shirt when we steal second.
I think that is a very, very big possibility, Pommy. A huge possibility, actually.
Mate, well, I mean, I like me gambling advice, and I know you do. I've already told the audience, if you want to 15 times your net wealth, quickly get on Philippou to win Rising Star. Because if you want to be Elon Musk, just stick everything you own on that.
I like it. I like it. Funnily enough, I was just looking at the broadcast here on Foxtel. There was actually an advanced hair clinic ad that just came on. So that was pretty ironic. As soon as I come into the live stream.
The media having a pop shot at my
beautiful shine going on at the moment here. It's fantastic, mate.
Mate. Well, I mean, there's a few nasty comments over the off season that I'm bolding. That my hairline's getting higher, which could be true.
No, I don't think so.
Mate, disgrace. Tell you, disgrace.
No, exactly. Mate, if it's God's will, mate, when it's time to go, it's time to go, mate. As a famous man once said.
Mate, well, I mean, we're a minute away.
Yes.
What are you looking forward to seeing, Paolo?
More ball control again. Just going through our gears, finding the gears in between first and seventh gear, which we seem to struggle with in pressure moments last season. So, I want to see a few more players rotate through the midfield as well. Let's see Zach Fisher on there for a little bit. I want to see what Ollie Hollands can dish up as well in this game too. So, and it looks like, I think you and I were having this discussion yesterday over the phone, that there are like 3 or 4 players, I think, vying for one spot in the team. So we've seen Dow come in, Chincotta's held his spot, Hollands is there as well, Lockie Cowan is there too. So this is going to be a nice dress rehearsal for some of those younger, less experienced players who were in the squad. So I'm looking forward to it. Results. I mean, are results important? Yeah, they are. They are always important, even in preseason games. But for me, I'm all about performance now. Let's just see what we can conjure up throughout this game, and not expecting too much. But let's hope we can keep the system going and keep that game management in check like we did last week for the majority.
Mate, I'm with you. Just want to see something, don't we? And it's going to be a good game as Charlie there gives Tom McCartin a hug. You love to see it.
Nice. It's nice. I will preface this by saying I am a little bit ahead of you because I'm assuming I've got the live broadcast now. So are you streaming, or are you right?
Yeah, we're on KO.
Okay.
So
all right.
The ball has just bounced now.
I won't ruin anything for you. Not that there's anything to ruin, but
the ball was bounced, and I've got Kennedy wrapping up Chad Warner like a sausage. I tell you what, though, yes. Ollie Hollands doesn't look out of place.
No, he doesn't, does he? And I think I think one of the things that we got from I think it was the Summer Sessions podcast. I don't know if it was Pete or it might have been one of the other boys. They were very big on his ability to get from contest to contest. And that's ultimately what you're looking for as a winger and as a midfielder. The more contests you get to, the more impact you have on games. And, I think it might have been Lukey Power who mentioned the idea of him understanding what angle to come in from a contest at, and that you you can teach that in a preseason, but that sometimes has to be an innate ability that you have, and you can work on that. And it's nice to see that he's able to get into that mold nice and early in his career as well. So he's every chance to play the first game. I'd love if we played three wingers, Pommy.
Mate, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of it. As Carlton have been a bit. That kick in is the one that kills us, isn't it? That real high loopy one to half back.
Yeah. Look, I mean, it's not. I don't mind it as a last ditch effort, but I think Tom De Koning has to be on the same wavelength there as the guy kicking in. I think it was Doherty kicking in, and that's his go-to, isn't it? The dump kick up the line.
Yeah, I'd like to see us go a little bit short, but I mean they are defensive rigid. To be fair,
yeah.
So far,
what is Matt always doing in the back pocket? That's my absolute pet hate. Small forwards ending up in a back pocket.
I'll tell you what, bit of work to do here, but I mean, good tackle by always.
Was a good tackle, but I'd prefer him doing that a bit higher up the field. But anyway.
You see, this how they've exited D50 here is how I'd love us to kick in.
Exactly right. No, spot on.
Do you know what I mean? Everyone was running there for always, so he had some options.
Well, that's the difference, isn't it? And I think it's frustrating too when you don't have those runners from a kick in. It's like, lads, you've had 20 seconds to set it up. Figure it out. Do you think in those moments everybody stops just for the sake of stopping because the play's just like come to a halt?
I think to use a soccer analogy, when you play for a bad team, they don't play to the whistle.
No, they don't do that.
But good teams play to the whistle, and I think that might be just a mentality thing.
Could be.
Oh, fucking! How many times does Heaney in his career take just a ridiculous mark in front of himself?
And against us too.
Heaney, look at him.
Yeah, it's a pretty slow start from the lads. They're getting some pretty good looks.
I'm with Gavin here. I'm not too sure Heaney's little layoff there was the full allotment. It was like 2 meters.
Oh man, they're not going to. They're not going to part. I think they're going to be. Are they going to be as tight with the rules in these type of games? They should be.
Well, I mean measurements, mate. Measurements I'd expect. You know what I mean? Like this umpire ain't building a fence.
No, he's not, is he? He's not.
Well, there you have Swans 7, Carlton zip, and a decent peg there. To be fair from him.
Yeah, he's probably their best kick by a long way. Him and the lizard Nick Blakey. Very, very hard to stop, mate. Very hard to stop. But again, that was, and I think they'd be very frustrated with that particular type of transition there, where you have the ball on one side of the wing and then Sydney are able to flush it out the other side. That'd drive the coaches insane. That's a coach killer. That when you have possession of the ball and then opposition transfers out from the other side, it's just it's unforgivable, that type of stuff, even in preseason. So.
What's weird as well is all that 2 minutes of pressure started from that kick in.
Oh, spot on, and that was the source of it. So you've got to get better from that area. Clearance is 3 to zip doesn't help.
Oh, tell you what, Plowman, not the time to stand under the ball with Buddy marauding behind you.
No, not at all.
I do like this from Ollie Hollands there, just throwing people off his players. I like that.
There's something about him. Do you think he will play first game? He'd have to be close, wouldn't he?
I think him and Lockie will be very close, Cowan.
I agree.
I think you'll probably know from this game.
I completely agree. Yeah, I would say O'Brien is just slightly ahead. Just on the form.
I'd say if they play two wingers, I'd say O'Brien's clear. But
yeah, completely agree.
I think great opportunity to put some pressure on, make them think.
Yeah.
You see that kick there from Doc, so much smarter, just short, hit the lead, keep possession. With Big Dolly Hollands up, his first kick of the game.
Yeah, I think this is one of those moments as well where Sydney has sort of got the ascendancy early in the game, and I think when you've got possession, you kind of just need to. And I know it's early, and they'd want to move it fast when they can, but you kind of just want to bring the heat down a little bit. So,
Well, I mean, this is going to be a good test for the boys now because they are under a bit of pressure. So I don't want to see that long bomb to the wing, which I have seen twice already.
I think you're gonna see more of it in just a second, mate. So just prepare yourself. Just prepare yourself.
Good little mark here, though. I tell you, defensively, they're holding up. It's this kick. It's this kick here.
Yeah.
So
Shocking.
Ollie Hollins has hit the corridor, didn't take the mark.
Shocking.
Oh, Kennedy.
Absolutely shocking.
How many times that is the most Carlton thing in the world, that.
But see, the thing is, in that moment, right? So in that moment, what I don't understand in that particular moment is Sydney having a shot on goal, right? What I don't get is, even if Kennedy does spill the ball and that kick is not great, where are the runners?
Mate, I'm with you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's always that kick, though, that it's a loopy kick that lands short of the pack.
Yeah. I think that, and the one thing there, like for me as well, again, even if that kick was to hit via Ollie Hollins, Kennedy had no runners. Even if he did mark it. So anyway, very slow start, very, very poor start.
Well, I mean, there's the first anyway for the record books. Sam Reid with a snap round the corner.
Yeah.
You know what
I mean,
look at how that came off the foot. That is Jesus Christ.
They genuinely look disinterested at the moment, I think.
Very
but again,
slow.
It all starts from the source. If you don't win it from the middle, which we haven't, I think it's 4 clearances to zip. Which is not ideal. So, here's Paddy Dow. Here we go. Here's a go.
Sam Reid there, reveling in it.
Well done. Very well done. Oh, God, Chess. Good Lord. What the hell was that?
Sam Reid reveling on the bench. He's kicked a goal in pre-season. He might need to calm it down, eh?
See, that entry from Chera there is just got to be
just
cleaner.
Just about to see it now. I can't wait to cry.
Yeah, you've just got to be cleaner, that's all.
Like, he's in acres of space there, man.
Yeah.
Come on, Charlie, keep it up. Tell you what, I've forgotten how frustrating these boys are. Angelo, $3 donation. We're smashing the Scousers this weekend. You're damn right. It's going to be the first time that there's been 60,000 Scousers in a room and they are the ones who are being robbed. Pitterneck, good intercept there.
It was. I'm not sure.
You say that with some apprehension, like I'm going to see the delivery.
I'm not sure about. I'm not going to ruin it. I'm not going to say. I don't want to, because I'm a few seconds ahead. So I'm gonna be quiet as I can be. So, but see these moments here, and this is where you need to get the repeat entries. You've got your team locked in. Get shots away and get goals from these entries as well. You've got field position.
Great pressure though from Motters.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
You just got, like you say, you've got to recycle these. That's how Sydney scored their first.
Absolutely. Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely.
I feel like they're really selling Blacktown. I love Blacktown. You know, in England, I don't know what Blacktown's like, but in England, when like they have, that whole mantra of I love the town, it's always a shithole town. Like it always is. It's never like a nice place.
It's like beaches with pebbles on it or something. It's always overcast.
Yeah, you take hand sanitizer when you take your kids to the park. Like one of them towns.
Deary me. This is better. This is better.
Umps, are we really giving freeze?
Lockie Cowan, Pommy, Lockie Cowan. Oh, yes, son. Oh.
Mate, I'll get there.
Oh, God. Oh. Get him in the team. Get him in the team.
Oh, tell you, there he is, the boy.
Oh, he's gorgeous.
Tell you what, Cowan to Kerner, be still my beating heart.
Well, see that there, and that's what Cowan is. I mean, that's what Cowan is known for. He did it last week with that ball out to Harry out the back for that shot on goal. And I think that's what we need more of across the half back line.
Mate, I love a little bit of Lockie. And oh, Charlie, you got to do better.
Got to kick those. Got to kick those. That's just poor.
At least he kicked with his right foot this time.
Why? So even the kick in there, like that's just terrible, really. When you think about it, that's just shocking. To allow that to happen from a kick in, it just should never happen. It is really damp there by the looks of it as well.
Tell you what, good hustle by Cowan. Josh Honey had no chance there versus Buddy.
No. Oh, Tom de Koning, God almighty. He needs to stop biting those kicks off inside. Really, he needs to stop doing that.
Come on, Charlie. You've got to love the over the head handball, but
God, mate.
the corridor kick.
Yeah, see that was just terrible. That I think
Totally.
in that moment there, is that just to dump up the line?
Carlton are one of them weird teams out there that they don't use that dump up the line in the right moments.
No,
they get intricate when maybe you should boom the bastard down the wing.
Yeah, I completely agree.
It's a weird thing. But I like this Wheatering just taking a bit of time here. There we are. Plowman orange boots.
Clearance numbers are very lopsided at the moment, 7-2. And this all comes down to, again, Pommy, and you know how big we are on this sauce. It's all about the sauce. If you win that particular phase of the ground and you win clearances, you know that's you win field territory, and it's as simple as that. You're able to pressure the opposition. So,
tell you what, Hollands.
Oh, well done, great stuff,
Come on,
lad.
Charles. What the fudgery do was that? Have another go, kid. Come on, Blakers. Blakers.
Good finish.
Mate, the Casemiro of the AFL, that signing.
I like it. Well, see, that's another thing too. And what I liked about Akers there, and I think what I liked about O'Brien and Hollands last week, and I know, again, it's a practice game. You don't want to read too much into it, but both players have been really adept at holding their width. And that was a moment there as well. Hollands did it last week for his goal, where he was set up by Silvani. And Akers has done it there as well. Didn't really get sucked into the contest. He gave an option out wide as well, came in. Again, didn't get sucked into the contest as well. So it's a big thing, Pommy. You know, as a winger, you've got to stay out there, mate. You've got to stay out wide.
You got to keep your width. And do you know what I mean? A lot can be learned from football, soccer. Do you know what I mean? Of how wingers work. Do you know what I mean? It's the late cut inside that kills teams structurally.
No, spot on. Spot on. Absolutely spot on. And again here, you know, Sydney from the source, they win the clearance. See?
Locks. Mate, you got to keep your eye on it. I love his intensity, though. Look, get straight up.
Yeah.
Look at him. Umpire is round his fucking neck. Protect my Tassie boy.
Yeah, he's got the free. He's got the free.
Look at him. You know I
reckon I'm probably about 20 seconds ahead, I think.
You know what I love about Cowan the most? Is he's that type of guy that would get out of the shower and still look like he hasn't washed. and I love that. I love that.
He's actually, I wanted to get your thoughts as well. And I know he's probably not part of, obviously not long-term plans or anything like that, but Ed Curnow, there must be some sort of spot available for him if he's up there. Interesting.
I think he'll play 10, 15 games. Do you know what I mean? I think, let's be honest, if it was round 23 again, as Dow's got to improve a lot, but you would always play Curnow if there was no Walsh, if there was no Hewitt in that situation. So I think I think he's a good backup to have, and I think potentially you could see him come on as a sub. If you've got to lock down a halfback flanker.
What did Nathan say? Tell Paul to pause for 20. I can't pause because it's on the. Is it on the? I don't think I have the remote for the tally here. It's just automatically on, unfortunately. So, that is. See, how is that? Like, they never pay those deliberates, do they?
That was a bizarre one. I mean,
but again, it's a transition. Like, it's just defensively. Like, Young's been caught out twice there. Young has got to be switched on a lot more than he is.
You know what I can't stand though, and this is the old Pom. This is Pom showing his age. As Ballsy has a go at him. I have a rule: defenders, unless they're classy left back, right backs, or half back flankers, should be banned from wearing any colour boot other than black.
I kind of tend to agree with that.
I don't like seeing it. Like, have a bit of personality in your hairstyle. Do you know what I mean? Not on your shoes. I don't like. I'd never play soccer with anyone, right? Who's a centre back wearing coloured boots.
As I said, I kind of tend to agree with you there. See, and again, another clearance to Sydney. It's just you can't ask for anything if you're not winning the ball from the source again, from the middle.
It's an interesting one, though, because someone asked in the comments how Pitternet's going. He's fighting well, and the ball is coming to where you'd expect the players to be. It's interesting enough. It's landing where Cripper would be.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Kennedy, Dow, Chera, they're not that physicality level.
No, they're not, are they?
Oh, that is soft as houses, that.
I don't think Cunningham has kicked a goal for Sydney in about 30 years.
Interesting fact, though, about Cunningham is he's actually spelt his name right, unlike our one.
With two N's, correct.
Oh, they're the goals that absolutely kill you. Like Cunningham even Cunningham smiling because he didn't actually know what he did. It's been that long.
Well, again, and I know I keep harping on about it, but if you can't, this game is as simple as this. We can't win field territory. It's just they're getting walloped out of the middle.
Harry Cunningham's just confirming with the runner there. Was that a good thing that I did?
Yeah.
Still 6 points through the middle, isn't it?
Get it on your boot, Hewitt. Yeah, I mean, look, it's like a complete downfall in the lines there, and that's that thing that we talk about, how like the defensive lines, they just collapse in, and you can't stop it. Once one defensive line collapses, the rest just follow.
Does anyone else shit themselves still with Hewitt? Just because you don't expect him to actually have that turn of pace.
Yeah, no, he can't. He's slow.
Oh, boys, what's with all the fucking handballs in the forward line?
Yeah, not great, is it? See, the conning there, I think, has just got to get it on his boot.
Good tackle. All day long, you've got that, boys. Did Dow just do a no-look pass in D50?
Yeah, it's just cardinal sin.
Oh, fucking hell. Don't mind seeing that inside 50, but D50.
Yeah, no thanks.
Not for me.
No. It's just take in that situation, and I know he kind of did, but like just take the contact.
Tell you what, just quietly, Lockie Cowan on the deck, surrounded by Swans. It reminded me of Michael Caine in the final scenes before it goes black in Zulu. I mean, just fight into the end.
Oh, Jesus, that's a big.
Surely that's a trip umps. Come on, boys. Repeat stoppages. We love a repeat stoppage around these parts. Tell you what, I actually fear for Lockie Cowan's safety because that guy is mental. Absolutely mental. This here is something for Carlton to learn. If you can't go forwards, go backwards.
Yeah.
You don't have to play for territory every 5 seconds.
No, exactly.
That's it, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh. Come on, boys.
That's
There we are. There's O'Brien. Look at him. You love to see it. He's grown facial fungus. Means business.
we're kind of we're struggling to really move the ball.
That's ball. Thanks.
Yeah, we're struggling to move the ball at the moment. But again, and I know it's just you can't win clearances. You're not gonna, you're gonna just put your defense under too much pressure.
I don't want to do the old cop out excuse, but
yeah,
we are kicking into the wind.
Are we?
The grass is wet.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay, Ty. Okay, Ty. Oh,
Ryan Dabble. You know what I mean? How are we doing? I wouldn't say great.
Our midfield's getting smacked.
I wouldn't say okay, but
No.
I wouldn't go as far to say shit.
No, it's our midfield's getting it handed to them at the moment.
What's weird as well is just watching it as well that we're getting first use tap wise.
Yeah, but just not getting our hands on it, which is just, well, what else can be said?
It's all right though because we've got the win next quarter. Telling you, wind is everything.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on scheduling an interstate practice game?
I don't mind it. I think the boys.
I think it's
to be honest, anything.
I think it's a great idea.
I think anything that makes these boys uncomfortable, I am all for. Like, if Elon Musk would arrange it, I'd play this game on Mars. Like, make them as uncomfortable as possible. We have been shit, Matt. I was just trying to downplay it a little bit. I thought 15 minutes into the first quarter of the official practice game was a bit too early for me to go mental. It's going to be a long season. I'll tell you what. I like that Motta's going around the ball. I don't like the kick into the first man.
No, we saw a bit of that in the VFL, didn't we, last year?
Well, we did, yeah. And I like it. I've got a lot of time.
T. Mallow makes a good point. TDK just can't get to front position at the contest, can he, with those kicks up the line? He's always coming from behind. 16 inside 50s to 6. No field territory. We can't win clearances. Everything seems rushed at the moment.
You know what's weird is it's a total different game to Collingwood, where they really had a movement with purpose and short and sharp.
Yeah.
At the moment, it feels like they're kind of overawed by what they're seeing.
It's a very similar. It's similar to after quarter time in the Geelong game, where as soon as our short options are cut off, we just go to water.
Got to say, highlight
That's work rate, though. That's work rate.
Kennedy taking our old buddy. A lot of time for that.
Yep.
You see, that's a lot better kick to the wing. I can cop that when it actually hits where your men are.
Correct.
Do you know what I mean? It's the one that lands 20 metres short of the pack that hits the only opposition player that didn't get to the pack.
Yep.
That does my crusting.
Yep. No, exactly.
Oh, one day that inside-out handball inside a contest will work, and we will literally lose our minds.
See, that should have worked.
Well done, Blakers, for putting the pressure on.
Yeah, free kick.
Lockie, you don't need Liam Jones when you've got Lockie O'Brien intercepting marks down back.
It's a free kick to Cunningham, though. Cunningham's kicked 2 goals. I don't think he's kicked 2 goals in his career.
What was that free kick for?
I don't know. I'd like to see what it's for. I think it might be.
Was it the shock of Lockie O'Brien taking a hanging intercept grab inside D50?
Might have been. This is a really disappointing start. I know it's a practice game, but this is really disappointing.
It's not great. I'm gonna
No.
What is going on there? Though, like, what was that free kick for?
Maybe infringing on the mark, not in the marking contest, shepherding away from the mark. Is it that one?
I don't know. I mean, for some reason, Fox Footy has decided to give me 2 replays of Harry Cunningham's goal from right in front of the sticks.
See, now this is where I want to see. This is where I want to see us do something from the clearance here. And again,
must win clearance, but I mean, this here at the moment from Carlton, I'm getting a horrible vibe of a lack of endeavour with the ball.
Yeah.
And I appreciate Carlton are missing some very key cogs, which Bugsbell makes a good point, but I'd be expecting that a lot of these players who are playing at the moment are nowhere near the round 1 side. And I'd be expecting this is the time you are industrious and expansive with the ball, because the only time you're getting in to the team is if you can show something.
Well, that's what I mean. I don't know why they're playing it so safe at the moment. Like, I don't understand why they're so safe with their ball movement at the moment.
Good little overlap by Lakers. I like the overlap run.
Yeah.
Oh,
see, that's better from us.
Hey! We love a free kick. Umpires made one good call in 17 minutes of football, which is good.
It's a tough kick.
What's wrong with Ladhams? Too fake?
Jaw, maybe.
Too fake. Soft. Have an ibuprofen, mate.
Well,
all right. Come on, Charlie. All on you, my kidder. You've got this in your locker room. I don't like as he's walking in for the kick, he's looking in the crowd.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie.
Yeah. See, and again, and I know I'm going to be ahead here, but this, how they get to half forward with no one touching them is just absolutely ridiculous. I know it's a practice game, but my God. And they're getting out that side often enough. Now, this is where on-field leaders have to step up and say, no, enough of this. Like, they've transitioned out that far side way too often.
The amount of players on that footage there with that third kick before it got inside 50 that were in the midfield but nowhere near the ball makes me question what structure they were going for then.
Yeah.
Like, for those who are not watching, there was about 7 players in the midfield about 20 meters away from the ball, which was literally the second line of defense. Like, I don't know what they set up for, but we went in that side. It's almost like they were too slow to adjust to scatter.
Yeah. No, they've clearly left their bodies and minds.
I've got to say, though, the wind is huge. Like, Sam Reed there, that started to draw and then faded back. Like, they must be playing in Hurricane Katrina.
I don't think our demise has been because of that. I think our demise has been because we haven't defended properly, and we've got no field territory from clear. What are the clearance numbers? I think they're ahead. I think they're like plus 11, plus 12.
Mate,
how can you win a game if you're minus 12 in clearance?
Well, you know, I mean, what annoys me is Carlton are winning hit outs, right? Do you know what I mean? Well, it's 10-10, but their top ruckman, De Koning's the leading ruckman, and Pittenet's drawing with him.
Another clearance. It's just ridiculous.
Do you know what I mean? And at the moment, it's 13-7 to them in clearances.
Yeah.
Matty, spot on. They are just waltzing through our midfield. Like, our midfield line is...
Yeah, and there's another goal to Buddy. There you go.
That goal to Buddy as well was written in the stars.
Yep. Pretty dismal start. I know it's a practice game, but you want to be showing a bit more than this, lads. God.
They've just got to... I mean, this is one of them quarters where you've just got to readdress.
Yeah, no, it's been a pretty embarrassing first quarter.
No Crips, no Carlton. I love you, Rio. I mean, at the moment, the big thing at the moment with the boys is it's that second line, that midfield is
shocking. Yeah.
over the place.
Yeah, that's absolutely terrible at the minute. There doesn't seem to be a defensive line, that second defensive line in midfield when Sydney actually get possession of it from the initial stoppage.
Anyone else feel like there's been a lot of stops in play with the umpire?
Yeah, there have been. Yeah, a lot. I think there's been a fair few free kicks as well.
Condal, that's all yours, mate.
Nah, free kick.
Umpire, man. Jesus Christ. He's going to be physical, bro.
Here's a go. Go the little short kick there. That's well done. Yep, good stuff.
Tell you what, frantic defender. Saad's just a frantic defender.
Yeah, that's the type of player he is, isn't it? See, we haven't done enough of that.
Oh, there we are. Tell you what, this passage of play here.
We've done none of that though. We've done none of that.
The corridor.
We've done none of it for the first 25 minutes.
Bit of ball retention here. I like that. I feel like they should have done this ball retention. I don't know what you think, Paolo and chat. When they kicked the first goal, it needed just some pressure taken off the game a little bit.
20 inside 50s to 9, 15 clearances to 7. And a lot of those clearances for us have been, I would assume that they are backline stoppage
Scrub
clearances.
Kicks.
Yep. Spot on.
Tell you what, a lot of work to do, though. A lot of work to do.
Yeah,
this is why you have practice games.
Pretty poor first quarter. So, anyway, midfield very poor. And that defensive line coming off the back of the square has been pretty dismal, I'd have thought. Yeah, pretty poor start, but whatever.
I love it, Paolo. I mean, quarter time goes 25-point lead to the Swans. Carlton
and the rest, 36-point lead, mate. Where you going?
Is my my scoreboard has not updated.
7-2 to 1-2.
There you are, yeah. So we are under the cosh, to be fair. 36 points at quarter time, 44 plays, 8.
We are under the cosh. So, and in those situations as well, I think that there are moments in that first quarter where we did not have that target up the line that we could aim for that dump kick, if that makes sense. And when we did, Tom De Koning couldn't make a contest of it.
Well, I mean, let's go through the goals. The first goal was that kick in, real shallow kick in.
Yeah, poor.
That was poor. Then the second one was a clearance that was too quick for the boys. They got caught unstuck.
Yep.
And that has kind of been, it's literally since that kick in, like the first first minute, they looked all right. As soon as that kick in happened, though, it felt like something twigged. So, I mean, I really want to see this quarter the boys be a bit more industrious with their play because it felt safe.
Yeah, it did feel very safe. And I'd be asking the midfield to go to work. Like, just, that's what
I think Jeff hits it at the moment. They do look clearly the better side. Do you know what I mean? Clearly the better side. And I mean, that is where we're going to have to look at this quarter. That's where the boys have got to be a bit more advantageous. I'd say Sydney are taking the game on. We feel like we're feeling a bit slow. Everything feels lethargic.
Yeah, perfect word to use. Perfect word to use.
Lethargic.
Yeah, we seem very laborious in what we're trying to do at the moment. But I also think, again, it comes back to source. Like, we are getting walloped. We're getting walloped at clearances. We're getting walloped in, getting first use of the ball, which is frustrating. So, for mine, the midfield has to go to work. That's what I say.
That's scary when you're drawing even. It's 12-1 on hit outs. and
Yep.
they're over double your clearances. And
Yep.
what's I mean, obviously, there is no Cripps, there is no Walsh, but that really hurts you,
Yep.
firstly.
Yep.
And then, like Alex says, the spread, particularly on defense, the spread, like the two of them goals on transition we conceded, there was the numbers in the midfield. They're 20 meters away from play. So
yeah,
just that work rate needs to go up. But just got to re-quit. Second quarter is another half, isn't it?
it is, and it's an opportunity now to maybe tinker with a few things as well. Again, I think it's just the midfield needs to be a lot harder at it. They're just getting beaten with first ball. So I think they've got to even up that clearance count, even up that inside 50 count, and that'll
do
help
like
you getting
this.
back into the game. We've had no look, Pommy. We've had no looks.
Mate, I think Doc needs to come into the middle. I think this is the time now where the midfield is obviously not working, right? Do you know what I mean? Throw Doc in there. Do you know what I mean? Throw a different, change it up. This is where I think sometimes Carlton becomes so one-dimensional in that midfield. So start changing it up a little bit. Start trying something. Because I don't think when you watch particularly the hit-outs, they haven't been hit-outs that are brilliant hit-outs. They've just been outmaneuvered and outworked. So change it up and do it for 10 minutes. Just say to Doc, charge at the ball. Charge at the ball.
Yep. Yeah, no, exactly right. Exactly right. And again, I think it's one thing to nail in on the back six, but again, if the ball is coming in there 16, 17, 18 times a quarter, I mean, eventually the numbers are going to get you, aren't they?
Well, I mean, I'd also say that some of the stats are fraudulent, like 20-9 inside 50s. I would say 6 accountants inside 50s were just the old-fashioned hit and hope someone takes an absolute mark.
There was no methodology behind it, was there?
Mate, and like Glenn says here, forwards can't get a touch when it's just... I mean, two of them inside 50s landed on an uncontested defensive intercept.
Correct. Absolutely spot on.
Well, I mean, Ben, this is the game where I'm looking at Dow and thinking, this is a game, if I'm Paddy Dow, I ain't playing, right? I ain't playing round one. This is the game here. Clearances, that is his bread and butter. He's got to be saying to himself, I will bring this back this quarter. And I think this is a great test for Dow because the midfield is round his forte, his one wood, the contested work. It looks poor. So he's got to be saying, I can change this.
Yeah,
and and I think this is a baptism of fire. You'll know right now, this quarter, if Dow can make it. No, legit. Because if I was Vossi, I'd be pulling to one side and saying, show me. Show me.
No, I agree. I completely agree.
Here we go. Come on, boys. Big quarter here in Blacktown. They're going to call this the Blacktown Massacre as we lose another centre clearance.
I mean, it's just ridiculous, really, at the moment. I mean, I think that the thing there is that that clearly would have been addressed at quarter time, and the same problems occurred again. So,
yeah, I'm not saying Dow's the answer. You know my feelings on Dow. Everyone in this chat should know I don't think he'll make it. But the big thing that I'll say is this is the quarter that if he's got to make it, he does it. I mean, Golden there with one of the most softest inside 50s. And that kills us as well. The entries we conceded to, I don't think have been good.
No.
Rio, that is Carlton's inside 50s entries, not lowering their eyes. I mean, when you haven't got many, it makes it obvious when they're not good.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we can officially put the wind to bed because Golden kicked that against the wind. So, yeah. Okay, wind. Grass is wet.
Come on, Ty.
You know what though? I've got to say, big shout out to Sydney there, who tried to defend Golden. Right, that they tried to get in the way of him, so I appreciate that.
Well, here
Come
we
on,
go.
boys.
Can
Show
we
me
can we
something.
get a clearance? That's what we've stooped to. Can we get a clearance out of the middle? Who's actually going to go to work? And here we go. So, just kick the thing. Oh, God Almighty!
Well, there's a clearance that we wanted.
Yes, exactly. But again,
Come on,
this transition,
Ah!
and that there, just kick it, mate. Just get it on your boot. Just get it on
You
your
see,
boot.
that's clamming up, isn't it? That's
What
clamming
are you
up, trying to do too much.
What are you looking for the handball in that situation? There, just kick it.
Like
Get it on your
that
boots,
there,
mate.
if Carlton were 30 up, Motlop's kicking that.
Of course
He's not thinking about passing to his mate.
But why are you looking for the handball 30 out when you've just crumbed it? That's what I don't understand.
Well done, Fish. Surely that's ball umps. No? Okay,
No,
cool.
didn't have prior.
The score, Steph, 58. That's 50, full stop, 8.
Yes. And again, this transition is absolutely slaughtering us at the minute. See, they get that little short kick that allows them to calm things down, takes the heat out of the game when we get field territory, and now they can just build and go again.
You know what is totally unforgivable there, right, is on that transition, how often do you see Carlton, if you ever switch the play at halfback, you will cut our midfield apart?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 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 It's just all unraveling, yeah. So what is the biggest problem at the moment with us?
I think the ability to return ball possession.
Yeah.
That's killing me. I know the centre clearances are hurting, but when we've had a decent amount of the pill. Do you know what I mean?
It feels very rushed. Feels like there's no method behind anything, the way we're moving the ball.
Like possession wise, it's like almost 50%, but when we're just using it with absolute zero commodity
intent. There's just
value.
no intent at the minute, is there?
It does feel like we're holding back, Toby. It feels like that they aren't going for it, and it makes no sense because, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, when we have ball in hand.
Yeah, I mean, what scares me the most? Yeah. What scares me the most is at the moment, like I'm consistent. I'm not really bothered about the scores so much. I'm bothered about what they're working on, and at the moment, you might as well have just not played this game if this is what you're working on. Because
exactly. No, I completely agree.
I can't see
it's
any game plan.
It's a waste of a trip, isn't it? If you're going to play like this,
like I can't see what they're trying to look for.
So even the passage there where we worked it around, and then Plowman went back to Wiedering, like it just. What are they looking for in that type of situation? Are they looking for a kick up the line? Are they looking for something short in the midfield? Like how is it broken down to a point where we've got there and aren't able to find a kick up the line, if that makes sense?
Mate, I'm with you. And you know what scares me is the players, like, obviously were changed, but what I'm expecting here is there's a lot of players who are playing today, given the outs, but this is where you put your name up.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that short kick from halfback. I just hate that kick to the wing.
We haven't done enough of hitting up that short kick in this game.
Come on, boys.
Has Doc ever hit that kick inside? Ever?
It feels like he hasn't.
He has never. He has never, ever, ever. I mean, see, a skill error like that, and that's something that you can't. He's done that for his career time and time again. Has Sam Doherty? You know, and that's that type of stuff there. You can't. That's
mate,
just
that chip
that's
kick.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
The watch along will back me here. I've said that chip kick should be banned.
I agree.
Like, if you ever did the chip kick in a game, you would miss a week.
Like it just you know, I understand why they do it, and they want that hit up and try to relieve a bit of pressure. But I mean, how are you not able to execute that? And Doc is he's a he's a serial pest when it comes to that kind of stuff, you know.
Got to definitely increase the energy levels.
Chera's looked our only good midfielder at the moment. Even he's been a bit scrappy though too, which I think just says it all. Really.
Well done. Surely you're going to pay that as a markups.
But see in these scenarios here, Pommy, how we've had we've had probably more of the ball in this quarter, I'd say. Sydney have been able to defend us much better than we did in the opening term. We can't get past that halfway point with any clean possession, whereas Sydney did that whole first quarter, and that's the difference, really.
Yeah, but I mean, what's scaring me is the runs ahead are totally different to what we saw at Collingwood.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they are, aren't they? They are, aren't they?
No one's running towards the ball carrier. They're running away, and we're getting that gap and that spread between them. Do you know what I mean? Which just kills them all the time.
But that's just, and that's becoming tentative because of the situation, isn't it? You back off that extra meter and you're done.
Come on. Well done, Charlie. Get around him. Get around him. That's what we want. We want cheap goals around these parts.
Yep.
Like, that's got to lift them. That has got to lift them. Because that there, well done, JSOS. He's put the pressure on there. You've got to make something happen. At this situation, one of the boys has got to try and give them some energy. But even there, like you know, it's bad when Jesse Motlop's missing a high five and hitting Kerno in the face.
Okay, now I'm looking at this center stoppage setup. Hewitt, Kennedy, Dow. You know, that's a moment where, oh God, Jesus Christ!
Can I just say some of these? Oh, where are my manners? Oh, Charlie Curnow, you are the love of my life. Oh, Charlie Curnow, I'll let you bang the wife. Oh, Charlie Curnow, I want curly hair too.
That's
there we are.
Much better from Doc. You'll like what Doc just did then. I know it was a chip kick, but it was the right kick to hit.
I don't mind it when it's in Blake as a space.
Yeah.
It's when it's tight. Like, that is a good outlet ball. And I like the way Ed Kernow's taken a bit off it. But what's alarming me here is no one's moving.
No, that's the problem. There's no
the ball.
Exactly. And that's the issue, isn't it?
Hello, Mrs. Pom.
Hello. Mrs. Pom. Zoe, hello.
Yeah, Paolo's saying hello.
Hello, Zoe.
She just brought a cup of tea.
Oh, beautiful. I've got some. Very nice. I've got some food here waiting for me at halftime that I need to heat up. Oh, look, we win a clearance. And what happens? You gain field position and you give yourself a chance to score. It's not that hard, is it? It's not a hard game, football, Pommy.
Mate,
It's
the
really
only
not a hard
thing
game.
that I have enjoyed this quarter
What's that?
is the hustle and the pressure when the ball does get inside 50, which says to me the boys need to get it inside 50 more. Like,
Yeah.
what annoys me is the first quarter, they'd take territory from the defensive half,
Correct.
but then there'd be Q inside 50.
Exactly, which it should be the other way around.
Flip it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if we get inside 50, the way the forwards are trying to hustle, they might get something out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Better, boys, better. That's better. Well done. Much better.
That always kills me, that. And I've got to give Ollie Hollands a bit of a bollock in here. When you've got your hand on him and then you release.
Yeah.
Like, they're the ones that we got away with it because he fucked it up. But that on defensive transition kills you.
Correct.
What's going on here, So you just blowing the whistle for Bants? Oh, you're paying a 50. I don't mind that. I don't mind it, Umps. Blow your whistle all the time. Love it. You may blow. You have your whistle license. Matt Kennedy's got this in him.
Yeah.
He's got this in him. Paolo doesn't look convinced. He's coming back. Paolo, you're mean. Don't do that to me. I was like, he's got it in him.
He's the best set shot at the club.
I was like, there's no way he hasn't got 50 in him.
What was the 50 for? That's what I want to know.
I think it's because there's no way in God's green earth Isaac Heaney is really that blonde. And the umpire was like, mate, you're not bullshitting anyone.
I think it was Chad Warner.
It was Chad Warner. He's like, no way, umpire.
But see how the lines didn't collapse in that time? That second and third line came in and was able to stop that transition.
Mate, honestly, that's a lot. The last 5 minutes have been a lot more playing to our strengths. So
Spot on.
Carlton will win this if they win this centre clearance.
Doc's getting himself into some really good positions, isn't he, in this game?
Can I just say that this umpire's ability to bounce is the worst I have ever seen of any umpire ever in the history of sport.
It is, but the ground is pretty dewy.
Mate, that's bollocks. Shithouse. Do you know what I mean? One job, throw it on the ground and gravity does the rest in inertia. Umpire will take about 8 frees there. Oh, umpire, if my wife held me like the umpire, like he did there, I wouldn't be so fucking miserable. Absolute disgrace. Steph, keep it on, my darling, because we're going to win this game if you do. Umpire just dropped the ball right in front of you. Yep, there's a trip. Take the trip, umps. That's high. That's round his neck.
This has been a much better quarter stoppage-wise.
See, look, they've lifted a bit.
Yeah.
Bit of care factor.
Well, the on-ballers have gone to work, and then it helps. Helps when the on-ballers
Crunch him. Crunch him. He's got no feelings as Blakey. He's one of the lizard people.
I felt like Ty for a sec there.
That's it, Sardi. Come on.
Yeah. My boy, Chincotta.
Jack Carroll.
No, it was Chincotta. Wasn't that Chincotta?
Don't know.
I think it was
just moved so quick, but we got 3. It might have been Chin.
It's your boy. He's every
Charlie
chance.
Doesn't miss these.
He's every chance to miss this.
Mate, Charlie's not missed one of these in the history of his career. Doesn't know what missing is. That's why he's behind me. Can't wait for him to put this out of bounds on the full.
Nah. You can revel in the glory, mate.
Come on! That's it, Blues. The Blues are back. Timestamp this. 6 minutes past 8. 3rd of March.
The thing is,
Carlton began their march.
You put yourself back into it by, I mean, it was a simple of the fact of the matter is that when your on ballers go to work and your stoppage team goes to work and you gain field territory, you give yourself the best opportunity to score, don't you? And the back line's been a little bit calmer. The defensive lines have stepped up for the last sort of 10 to 15 minutes. So,
mate, there's only one tactic that you need, and that is you get the ball, you kick it inside 50, and you prepare to go. Oh, Charlie Curdo, you are the love of my life, oh, Charlie Curdo. I'll let you bang the wife, oh, Charlie Curdo.
It's hard not to like. It's hard not to like.
Mate, tell you, best player in any form of football. Any form of football.
See, Nate, what you'll like here from Chera, see that what we just spoke about 5 minutes ago. Forward of the ball is when you need to rush that ball. Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus.
Umpire! He didn't have the fucking possession of it. Don't let anyone do that to my Ollie Hollins, umpire. He gets protected. He was on Pommy and Oz.
I thought Hollins. Massive kick from Hollins.
Oh. Anyone want to lay a tackle when he's fucking dancing on the goal square, please? Oh, Cohen! Oh, I'll tell you what. Different class. Different class.
He's close.
You've close. Go on.
I think he's close. I think he's close to getting. He doesn't look. He looks. He looks very. What's the word? Unawed.
Yeah, mate. And it's just short, sharp, quicker. That's what honestly, I remember an old golf coach telling me when I was playing bad once that I started becoming too TV golf and taking my time. And he just said, you haven't got the brains to take your time. Just set up and hit it, you daft twat. And it helped me out. I actually think Carlton are like me. They just need to go sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, umpire! He's under zero pressure. Ah, fucking.
They don't pay those, do they?
I hate Nick Blake.
See Charlie there. Like, just what are you trying to do, mate? God Almighty, son. Like,
tell you what. Another 2 goals. Carlton pegged them back. Sydney will fold like a fucking shit pavlova.
I'm going to say it is absolutely pissing down at the moment.
What has Charlie Kerner done with that kick back inside?
Yeah, that's just terrible. But it is pissing down at the moment.
It's wet, Paolo.
Yeah. Now, you remember what happened last time we played in the wet against Richmond? It took us 40 minutes to adjust.
Okay, well, this is simple. Territory.
Exactly right.
They should. You know what annoys me about Carlton is that their natural habits should be good.
Oh, now just kick the thing.
Great jawline.
Get in. Oh God.
Great jawline on McInerney. Great jawline.
Good winger too.
I love a bit of McInerney's. Great jawline, man. Handball. It's raining, so we have 8 handballs.
Yeah, that's just.
Go on. Oh, come on, boys. This is good football.
12 inside 50s to 5.
I like it. Just get the fucker forward. Steph, never on this chat will you ever hear me say the words, don't win. I was lying at the start. Results are everything. I don't care if Carlton are playing Tiddlywinks, Sudoku. They better fucking win if they're wearing that blue shirt.
Inside 50's last 10 minutes has been 9-0 our way, obviously.
Hey, Bunnings umbrellas. Now says me dad works harder than a Bunnings umbrella.
I've got a Bunnings water bottle on me at the moment.
Oh, there you look, Paolo. I just can't imagine Paolo doing DIY.
Nah, I don't.
Lockie, that's it. Fucking kill him, mate.
He's tough, isn't he?
Oh, tell you what, if I'm going debt collecting, Cowan's coming with me.
Oh, isn't that's such a thing in England? Those UK British shows, like those debt collecting repossession shows,
mate. You love them. No look handball from JSOS. A lot of time for it. Come on, boys. There's 3 more goals here. 3 more goals in this lot.
Are there?
Mate.
I don't know about that, but
Stocker is the Wish version of Cowan. Spot on.
Who?
Hey. Honestly, if Lockie Cowan isn't in the round 1 squad,
I'd be shocked.
I'm going to go and start watching blooming Tiddlywinks.
He's your boy.
Oh, umpire, you can't possibly be playing that. Fuck. Umpire needs a hug. Mate, honestly, just imagine, right? Honestly, if there was a bar fight situation and some melt has spilled your drink and you're like, nah, I'm getting that drink back. Lockie Cowan is the first guy, you know, he would be... Lockie Cowan strikes me as the guy that, you know, when someone knocks into you and there's a little bit of confrontation, Lockie Cowan's the guy that comes from the side and just cracks him. And then rips his shirt off and screams,
"Come on!" This passage is so disappointing, just given how good we've been.
That 50
this quarter,
like,
but not even the 50. It's just, it's more so the way that they're able to swing their way through by foot.
You know, I feel sorry for Motlop because it was Motlop who gave it away, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like he had to do that because of the situation of how easy it came to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, fuck off, Blakey. Mate, no one's had that hairstyle since 1978, mate. Sort your life out, okay? Sort it out.
Oh, God, the transmission's just gone down.
Blakey's such a melt. Look at him giving him the right. Look, Blakey thinking he's big and tough when the umpire's there. Prick. We apologise for the temporary break in transmission. Normal service will be resumed as soon as possible.
It's shitting itself at the moment.
Hey, we're back. Go, boys.
No, we're back to black screen again.
Oh, it's the weather. Australia media's not set up for a little bit of water.
Is there a storm there or something? Oh, they've just cut to the broadcast crew now.
Mate, in England, you see everything we have is waterproof. Not scared of a little bit of rain.
Because it needs to be, that's why.
Oh, right. Tell you what, I'm going to leave you with Paolo. I really need a wee. And I usually wait till half time.
All right, go, mate. We'll hold forward on the ship. We'll see what we can conjure up. Ah, dearie me. Dearie me. What comments have we got coming through? Let's have a look. What have we got? Yep, KO is crap. KO is so shit, though, for real. That's definitely true. Bossy's pulled the plug. All right, where are we? We're inside forward 50. Okay, very good. No, it's just cut off again. Oh, the feed of this is terrible at the moment. This is shocking. We're 56-30 with 4 minutes left, and the feed for Fox Footy has just absolutely crapped itself. So, Malaka, are you still working at SEN? I am working. I'm currently in the studio at the moment. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, there we go. I'm in the SEN studio at the minute. So, I've got work later tonight. So, now I need to get this thing sorted. Okay, there we go. Okay, Matt Owies is having a shot from 40 metres out. Here we go. And he has hit the post. Fuck. God.
What's
we've had some
happening?
looks. We've had some looks. Always has just hit the post.
Oh,
We've
here we
had some
are.
looks,
I'm
but
back.
I think the
Sorry if you
feed's
heard
back
me
up and about.
Sorry if you heard me complaining. One of my kids had just gone to the toilet and managed to miss
Oh God.
the middle and had weed everywhere. It was honestly, I felt like someone had just put my toilet in the middle of Blacktown's ground. It was that wet.
We've had some looks in this quarter, haven't we? It's been
Been a lot better quarter.
yeah, I think it's very similar to what Sydney did to us in the first quarter with regards to field territory and possession, but we just can't seem to hit again those bloody uncontested possessions across the wing. It's just ridiculous. You can't allow that. Can't allow that. It can't be.
You
It
know
can't
what?
happen.
This kills me the most, right? You know, and it's such a piss take. You know, when Carlton are on top, right?
Ugh.
And then it's the fact that these dickheads have moved 70 meters, and I don't think anyone's got near him.
Oh, to see that.
Oh,
That's just,
umpire!
when you're under the pump
Surely
like
that's
that.
fault.
When you're under the pump like that, no, you got to kick away. When you're under the pump like that, it just
Come on.
it's like very, very frustrating, especially when you've got them under the cosh, if that makes sense.
Someone's weed on the plug at Blacktown. Probably my kids.
Yeah.
G'day, Ben. How are you doing? The lovely
Benny
Amy's in
Leonard.
chat, big Arsenal fan. What part of the UK? Whitby, where a vampire comes from. Oh, Kern on it. He nearly made Dow's kick look amazing. Come on, boys. Come on. Come on, boys. That's it.
Again,
no way, umpire.
Possessions through the wing. Again, these uncontested.
Umpire, you are a bad man. Oh, come on, boys.
We haven't really been able to
out the back of the contest, and no one's near him.
We haven't really been able to get our wingers involved in this quarter, have we? Akers has been quiet.
Waitering's done well there. No, I agree with you. I mean, I do like the fact we've attacked the corridor more. I think that's no surprise why we've churned the goals in.
No, exactly. Exactly right.
What kills me is at the moment our wingers are turning into dudes who are waiting for a high ball.
Silvani coughed that handball up. What are you doing, son? Jeez. Ugh. Come on, Jack. Got to be better than that, mate. Got to be better than that, son. Bloody Nora, mate. It's a 5-meter handball.
You know, people who miss fucking handballs fucking does my head in.
It's just frustrating.
Come on, boys. You've got away with it. I want to see a good kick in. 40 seconds.
You'll
Coast
like
to coast.
You will like this. You will like this a lot. A kick out with intent.
I hate it when you do it because I don't know if you've been sarcastic.
No.
Part of me's expecting a little dribble kick.
an onside kick in the NFL.
Umpire, there's 50 there. Calm down. It's a preseason game. Calm down. There's no 4 points. That's yours. Yours.
Big Damo Watson's got an eye on the screen at the moment. He's on SEN track. Big Damo. I'll get him in at halftime to say hello.
Big Damo.
I think he's on an ad break at the moment. Yeah, Big Damo Watson. He's got the deepest voice of all time.
I tell you what, here we are. 6 seconds left. Tell you what, I can see what happens here. Tap down from De Koning. A bustling Blake Acres on the right peg. Blakers tried. So there we are, half-time blows. And it's 57-31.
Yes.
A lot better from the boys. They lifted their intensity. Still some work to do, but
had we been a bit cleaner in the front half, it probably would have been level because I think the domination we had in that quarter was very similar to what Sydney had in their first, but we just weren't really able to put it on the scoreboard, unfortunately.
Well, I'll tell you, a big thing for Carlton, and this is something that definitely annoys me because our defense is shit with transition. But
Yeah.
22 points to 6 from forward half intercepts, Carlton are, which for me absolutely kills me because I'm like, that tells me their first line of defense impeccable, and it's that definitely that midfield just needs to get that defend. Once that midfield capitalizes on its defensive transition, this will be a really good side because 4 times your opposition score there from intercepts in the forward half, huge.
Yep. Yep. And that's what you look for. You want the front half turnovers.
Mate, huge.
I think our big issue in this game has been, again, transition from the back half. And look, granted, it's probably a little bit difficult to do in these conditions, but Sydney did it easily in that second term when they had the chance to. You know, how there were, you know, sort of a handful of times where they cut us up via foot and were able to siphon their way through, which is frustrating too. And I think what they did well in that term, Sydney, and we have to give kudos to them too, in the first 5 to 8 minutes, they were able to stifle us, whereas we weren't able to do that in the first quarter.
Mate, spot on. And you know what really kills me though is that a lot of people will make excuses saying centre clearance, no crips and stuff. I don't think that half, it's just proven that they don't need them players around.
No, exactly.
They've got application. My biggest annoyance, because Carlton are still getting battered on clearance, right? But for me, this is where I am looking at players, and I am going to be real critical of players, because I think the only way we can get better is if we're critical. But like, you look at some of them, and I'm looking and thinking, you're borderline first team. But they're not pushing enough. Like Dow, he's got 12 touches, so he's one of the top possession getters on the ground, but 63 meters gained.
Yeah.
Right? Versus players who are playing the same. Cherry's got identical touches. According to Champ's data, almost played the same position, has 320.
Yeah, and you've got to know the conditions, mate.
Yeah, well, that's it. And what's annoying me there is that is where that is the crux of the problem for me. When they have an opportunity, this for me, if I was down, if this was me, I'm Jack Carroll, I'm any of the second 22, I'm thinking, right, I'm coming in and I am going to blow this game up. I am going to say, yeah, for me, this is an opportunity to say, Walsh round one, fuck off. I got it. And but no one's putting the name up. And I actually looked at this game here, and I'm really impressed with that quarter of how they adjusted. But what annoys me the most is it shouldn't have taken a quarter of being battered.
Yeah, exactly.
For players to step up, because in this quarter, the guys who have stepped up, Doherty, Hewitt, Kennedy, Chera, they're locks for the first team. Like,
correct.
It annoys me.
Yeah, I know. And I think the frustrating thing with regards to that is that we know that those players are culprits of it. Those types of players are culprits of it. And the fact that we know, you would hope that they're able to improve, but they're just it's the same thing. We expect them to improve on that mindset and on the performance. But when it doesn't happen, you know, you don't want to be proven right in those scenarios, Pommy. That's the worst thing.
Mate, and you know, this from Jeff, I don't think he's got a spot. You don't. But if he thinks he hasn't got a spot, what's the fucking point?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? My thing is, I'm looking for that willing commitment. And I think this is a time to do it.
Yep.
But let's talk about Lockie Cowan. Mate, when he wasn't drafted, I said he was a pick 10 and he's a lock for round 1. Doesn't surprise me that you're seeing. Honestly, I'm telling you now, give him a year, he'll be our best defender. Like, most attacking, potent threat. The kid is special. Special. Like, Daniel Rich, what he does for Richmond, this kid will be better. The ceiling is amazing. I am super impressed. Thoughts, chat? Thoughts, Mr. Paulo?
I completely agree with his ceiling being very, very high. It's just a matter of, and I think, development's been a big problem for us over the last couple of years. I don't think it will be now, just given the personnel we have in the coaching ranks and in the development ranks. So whether he plays round one or not, I'd assume he's close, given the fact he's, in the starting lineup today. But I don't know. Maybe did they wrap him in cotton wool early? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it'd be nice to give him that type of exposure early on.
I don't know why you would. Like, to me, I don't buy into this. Give players time. Like,
no, well, how long can you wait?
Mate, as soon as you sign a contract, you better be fucking good enough to play the game.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right.
Yeah. And him, Ollie Hollands, they all excite me. Do you know what I mean? They all excite me. And I just think, for me, if they're good enough, it gives you something. It gives you something. So what are you looking, Paulo, and what are you looking for chat in this second half?
What Sydney did in that to begin the second term, because you know that they've probably got the conditions that are going to get them that field territory. But I think more of the same again. Win the ball. You've got to win the ball from the source, mate. You've got to get on top in clearances in this particular quarter because of the field territory you can gain from that. We assume there's a bit of a breeze going towards the left hand side of the screen. So the other thing I want to see as well is, that second and third line of defense being much more sound. And that's been our downfall in this game, really. That and the clearances not been good enough. So for me, it's hold firm. Don't let the margin get beyond 4 or 5 goals in this quarter and then make your move in the last. That's what the aim has to be. I don't think they can be silly enough to suggest that they can get themselves level in this term, just given the scenario that they face with conditions at the ground. But I think just hold stock because they had to exert a bit in that second term. And I think the last term is when you've got to go all guns blazing. So I'd be holding stock in this term and just settling it down and be smart with your uncontested ball coming out of half back as well, which is what we didn't do in the first quarter. So what did we not do well in the first term, Pommy? Clearances, poor. Source, poor. Very, very poor ball movement coming out of the back half. And they need to learn from that.
Mate, I agree. And I think Matty nails it here. D50s from Sydney, small passes, short passes, which is something we saw Carlton exercise a lot against Collingwood, which, ironically enough, stops their skill set very quickly.
Yeah,
I'd love to see. Obviously, it's going to be hard to do when it's wet, and I'd imagine Voss will hate the fact it's wet because a lot of the things he has to work on, he wants sunny weather.
Exactly.
But I'd like to see Carlton, get a little bit brave. I think this is the perfect opportunity to really go hell for leather and show Sydney what we're about. Put a bit of pressure on them because I thought that quarter, particularly in the halfway through the second, you saw Sydney had a little bit of nerves. There was a little bit of edge. Suddenly they looked like the team that got stuffed in the final. And Carlton need to just say to themselves, let's keep putting that pressure on.
And don't let them, it's a great comment here, Gavin Whelan suggests here, don't let them get that easy kick out of D50. That's what's happened the whole game. That's been our downfall.
And what's scary is, like we say, Carlton are killing it in that forward half intercepts. So it's like, and this is looking at Carlton structurally all the time. It's crazy how our stats kind of mask also a big deficiency because that is really weird. Carlton, it's like our whole game plan. Carlton's forward half pressure is either a 5 out of 5 or them shit little short kicks, a 0 out of 5.
Exactly.
Carlton midfield is either 5 out of 5, 0 out of 5. We need to find that 3 to come in. That
completely
3
agree. Completely agree.
It's going to be interesting because I think there's a lot more to give, and I'm not reading too much into it because I'd imagine he would have got that bollock in a lot quicker. If that
so.
quarter one was Richmond, I'd imagine you would have seen the runners out every 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. No doubt. No doubt. Speaking of runners,
because they can do it.
I've got to go run off and heat this up.
All right, sounds good. Well, we'll do what we always do. Quick 5-minute break. I'm going to go and kiss my kids goodnight. And we will be back after the break.
Intermission.
How are we doing, ladies and gents? Right, so we are just about to get the second half underway. How are we all doing? Let's have a look. Not throwing the toys out the cot yet. We proved that quarter we're up to it. Just need to defend better. Definitely. That defensive transition kills me because if you look, as soon as a team goes short in D50, it feels like our whole zone just disapparates, just evaporates into nothingness. And that kills me. Here he is.
Hello.
Yeah, I was just saying to the ladies and gents of chat, I feel like that short kick really kills our zones. That midfield dropped way too deep, which creates that gap behind.
How many times were we doing our head in over that last year?
We just love it. At least it's good because I can just start recording my fan cams and just sending them to Terry. Gives me a night off.
You might have to send it to the coaches too.
But this, and I like this comment here from Gav, right? Do you know what I mean? Work your way
Yeah,
into a winning
exactly.
position. This is it now. This is it. And great comment here from Michael. Valuable the practice matches are. You can see the wrinkles getting ironed out in real time. Definitely, they were learning on the job, and I think it's an exciting little time just to see what these boys are at and where they are. I do like this here from Ria. Motlop, Durden, Owens, and Zach Fisher aren't consistent to rely on. I mean, Motlop's a baby, so it's going to take him a while, but I do feel like Fisher, this is his second game. He's kind of been anonymous.
Yeah, is that cause for concern or?
It worries me a little bit because I thought last year he was one of them guys that really kind of showed his worth to the team, and I was expecting him to take the next step.
He's had a few moments in this game. I don't know. He hasn't been free. He hasn't been able to get on the end of anything and hit that, be in free air and hit that 40, 50 meter passage of play.
You've got to see it. We've got to see it. I mean, Lewis Young, who was the highest time on the ground last year of any footballer in the league, 100% game time. People asking about Lockie Plowman. He's the second longest on the ground. He has been on start to finish. Thoughts on Lockie Plowman's game?
You asking me or just,
You.
Yeah, he's been okay. I mean, what can the back line do? I don't think the back line has been too much of an issue. I think it's the lines ahead of them that have killed us. That's been my issue. It's not the back 6 or 7 that's killing me.
It's definitely the gaps there in the midfield, which is just making it way too easy. I mean, I find it hard to judge any of the defenders. Yeah. Really.
Like Young got caught out a few times, which was frustrating. Should never let your opponent get goal side. But
I mean,
when you're getting flogged in clearances, what can you do?
Young and Plowman, you can see the naivety of them at times when the pressure's on. But like 4 of them inside 50s that resulted in goals when in the first quarter, in reality, shouldn't have happened.
Correct. Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like in an ideal world, they won't happen. I mean, it's interesting. We've seen no Binns, no Carroll, no Sam Durden. Josh Honey's played very limited minutes, 40 seconds. Few questions about Sard, which is quite interesting. We haven't seen Sard zip. He's played almost 80% of the game. And it feels like I felt like that first quarter was definitely where you needed the ball in Sard's hands.
100%. We do not look for him
spot
enough. We do not look for him. I don't know why he isn't the guy taking that little handball, getting the little cheap possessions like Jake Lloyd does in the back line, like Nick Blakey does in the back line. I think we play him wrong, to be honest.
Mate, I'm with you. I feel like I'd be expecting, in them times are hard. That's where you're looking for that inside-out handball to him.
We need to somehow get him far more cheap ball than he gets because at the moment he's getting all his ball under pressure.
Sometimes, and I'd love to hear what you think in chat. I'd love to see, because when I watch Doc take the kick-ins, I do cringe. I would like to see sometimes us give it to Sardi and say, try and get up to the 50 and then kick it long. Because that's what Sydney have done 3 or 4 times when the pressure's come. Yeah. And that kick is over halfway then. Yep. It's a long way back.
Absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. And we don't do it. We just do not do it.
Here we go. Here we go.
We just don't do it often enough.
Come on, boys. Umpire's giving it a little chip. Yeah, you love it.
Wow.
Has anyone ever noticed when Adam Cherry is running at full pace, it looks like he's actually walking? Weird running style. Doc is in the middle. Hey, tell you what, he doesn't like pressure, does he? Look at him.
I'll tell you what,
Kicks it straight out of bounds.
Italians aren't really known for their running style.
Ironically, though, they do have the 100-meter champion of the world.
Exactly.
Let that sink in.
Mm.
Well done. That's it, TDK.
Don't allow them that ball. You can't allow that. You see, again, they just transition out to the fat side again. They don't learn. They've had one quarter to figure it out, and they still can't figure it out.
You see, what kills me, right, is that forward wall is perfect. And then if you look at this middle wall, like we talk about in soccer, lines of four, like this looks like someone's tried to do a fucking scattergraph in a fucking earthquake.
The way they get in between the lines there is shocking. Shouldn't happen. Shouldn't happen.
Hey! Here we go. Come on. A nice little that honestly, this is where it kills me. The little switches.
Mm. But see, again, you're relying on your last line of defense to stop the transition.
Our transition defense this game has been back line, forward line, then the midfield is just kind of there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when you watch Sydney, when we transition it, their midfield is almost on top of the forward line.
Correct.
So Carlton have got to make. That's why Carlton keep chancing that risky kick to their back line.
Yep. Exactly. That's dropping the ball. Yep. Sorry if this eating is annoying people. I'm starving at the moment.
What are you having for dinner?
I just had some gnocchi and I've got some fagioli with patate, beans with potatoes here, and I've got some chicken cotolette, mate. Chicken schnitzel. Nonna style.
I've got to say, I love Italians and the fact that you've got the most exciting name for potato and beans.
Yeah, patate fagioli. Potato and beans.
I'll rate it. I'll rate it. Like, what a name. Oh, go on. Owies? Look at that. Go on, Sauce. You've got to hit a target here.
Get in, Blake Acres.
So long.
Yes. Get up, son. Yes, Motlop sausage. Sorry, I know my head, but I had to. Get in, lads.
You know what? I do love Ed Kerno cutting it inside and then Blake Acres taking the game on. And then Motlop taking the piss. Come on. Well done, boys. That is what I want to see front and centre. What a bit of oof.
Yep. See, this is the thing, right? And I know it's got to the last line of defence to stop their transition, but they have stopped it. And we haven't allowed Sydney easy ball inside 50, which is good. So again, it's just that middle defensive line needs to come to the party. We need to stop Sydney getting in between the lines because that's what hurt us in the first quarter.
Mate, spot on. And you know what there? I think if we go back and let's be critical, try and get better, you've seen two different moments there from Carlton players. Jesus takes that mark outside 50. Ed Kerno, is streaming ahead. And it should have been an easy kick into the pocket.
Yep.
Jesus delayed. Then he's hit Ed Kerno. Ed Kerno's gone back inside. And then Blake Acres, almost same place, 20 metres left of where Jesus took off. He narrowed the gap, which created that opportunity because Sydney's defence had to react to a moving ball. Exactly. It's really easy to defend against a static ball.
Exactly.
And what's the difference between Akers and Jesus? Akers has just walked into Icon Park. He's not Carltonized yet.
Mm-hmm. Yet.
Love it. Good passage of play, that. A lot of time for it.
Much better. That's definitely a push in the back. Okay, fair enough. God. Jesus.
Oh, TDK taking marks for Bants in the defensive line.
That's where I like him in that role when
Mate,
he is playing ruck.
We see Max Gorn play that role, backstop, so beautifully.
Yeah.
Umps. This umpire can get. Can I just say, this umpire, D-foul, the score is 57 to Sydney, 37 to Carlton. He hasn't kicked that.
Was.
63 to Sydney, 37 to Carlton. I'm just going to pretend I haven't witnessed that goal.
It was a good kick.
Mate, that's the length of Mandingo he's kicked that from. Mate,
There clearly is a breeze towards that end. But see, now this is the moment here. Sydney have got their goal. 15:50 left on the clock. What have you got?
I've got no patience for Braden Campbell, but yeah, I mean, this is another thing as well you've got to look at, right? Do you know what I mean? Like 5-7. And these are them like little moments where if you've been finicky, make 2 of them goals, that's what? 49-63. It's a lot easier job, right? Where
if my grandmother had what.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? That is the big thing.
I know. Yeah.
Look at them. They're what? 10-3. And like Braden Campbell's kicked that from what? 95 meters.
If that.
Do you know what I mean?
It was a javelin throw. There's Zach Fisher.
Good handball, that. Come on, Holly. That's it, mate. Dancing feet.
But see that from Dow? That the handball was to the outside. It was there with intent, and it was on.
Can I just say that Zach Fisher needs this goal because in that aerial contest there, Zach Fisher was as close to the contest, even though he started on top of it, as I am. He needs this goal. If Zach Fisher gets this goal, Pom's big goal, 3 goals by the end of the game.
Might come true.
Oh, mate. Come on, Zachy. Someone ruffle his hair. You better foot rub Sydney win. Do I take the bet, chat?
Who's come off for the Swans? Has someone come off? Looks like Heaney's come off, I think. I don't think Heaney's involved, is he?
Good. Okay, I'll take you on that bet, babe. Carlton win by 7. I've just got back from the future. Come on, boys. I'm very good, Michael. How are you, my friend? Zach Fisher's having a laugh. I love it. He's in a good mood. I'm glad he is.
20 points down. Well done.
I like the way that they cut to Fisher having a bit of a joke and then Voss seething.
Yeah. That's the difference, isn't it?
Hollands is doing beautifully. I am loving Holland's game.
He's been...
Hey, Laddams! Look at him! Oh, Laddams isn't having a met. He's definitely going to ask his nan for a hug.
He's been pretty solid, hasn't he, Ollie Hollands?
Mate, there's a secret for professional footballers. Get on the Pommy and Oz show. You'll be fine.
Well, let's look at it now. What are we? We're
No.
20 points down. Equal scoring shots. Oh,
mate. Tell you what. Carlton are on here.
Come in. Who's coming in? Damo's coming in. Come say hello, Damo. We've got the Blue Broad Street.
We live.
SEN's very own Damien Watson. He's a big Carlton man as well.
Yeah. Hey, we love it.
how we've been going so far. I haven't followed, but
Uh,
we were down a fair way before, but
the
made a bit
start-
of ground.
All
The
right,
start was
Charlie's back
poor.
on.
The start was poor, but the other 2 quarters have been not too bad. So
All right.
This is what you want to see. Charlie Curnow, halfback flank.
Yeah.
It's what you want to see.
yeah,
Well, this is the time to experiment, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think
Mate,
so.
it's-
I think so.
mate, I want him as the halfback flanker. It's where you want him.
This is the dynamic duo of SEN right here. Right here.
You're being kind to me. I'm a big fan. Is that Pommy?
It is Pommy.
It
Oh,
is.
I love Pommy. Yes,
See?
I've
There you
heard
go.
great
Hey, mate.
things.
He's heard great
Thank
things.
you.
I wonder who
where
from.
that's from.
I wonder who from.
Hey, well, I mean, Paolo's too kind at times.
Yeah, sometimes.
I hear you're an innovative man, Pommy. So
He is.
keep up the good work.
Mate, I have my moments.
Yeah.
I'll let you.
Are you
guys
back
go.
on air, mate?
Yes. I will
Okay,
be.
he's actually got to work.
Mate, just fuck it off. Just sit with us.
Yeah, that's the great Damo. He's a very good man, Damien. Very good
He
man.
just needs
Very,
to
very good
switch.
caller as well. He called his first games. He called his first game for SEN last year. So
You know what he
Hopefully
should
they're,
do? He should just pause on just sit here.
be
I
nice.
feel like there's a goal coming from Carlton here. I feel like you're going to see a transition goal, and everyone's going to get up and about.
Don't say that, Pommy.
No, from us.
Yeah, I know, but usually the opposite happens. For fuck's sake, pardon my French.
I speak a wee bit of French, and I can assure you, fuck's sake is not in the French vocabulary.
No, I know. Gordon has murdered us, hasn't he?
You know what I hate about that free call, right?
He's led with his head.
No, but Errol Golden did it to Sard 12 seconds ago.
Yeah, I know.
Like, and honestly, no one should get paid a free called Errol since 16th century. You know what I mean? What absolute disgrace. Do you know what I mean? Imagine in 2023 naming your kid Errol.
Well, I mean,
Unless you
shout
turn him Flynn.
shout out to all the Errols out there.
Unless your surname's Flynn, right? Which, you know what I mean? Which I'd say, fair play.
Oh God!
I'm scared of this kick in because of how Paolo's reacted.
No, it's not that.
So what happens after it?
Oh, I love the kick in through the corridor.
Yeah, but look. You just put yourself under unnecessary pressure in that situation. Like, why handball there?
Oh,
It's just
fuck me.
Totally
and call me
poor. Like,
Dave.
see, this is the frustrating thing in that situation, right? You are in complete control there. Complete control. How does that even happen? It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
You know what pisses me off? The two passes Carlton deploy,
Oh,
right,
mate.
which wind me up, is the loopy handball and the loopy kick. A lot of handballs in this D50 chain. And then Paolo's got his hand in his head. Oh, Lockie Plowman straight off the back. I love it.
What
Come on,
is
boys. Pressure, pressure, pressure. All right. Acres of space. Come on, boys. It's all right. But he's not even that good.
He's only like the greatest player of all time.
Mate, that's why they need me in the coach's box, because I just make them feel better. Oh, Cherry's taking a kick in. I rate it.
I like it. I like it. Change it up a bit, for God's
You know
sake.
what? At least he's hit where the pack is. So that's the win.
Correct.
That's
That's
a dub.
That's a start.
Come on,
like-
boys.
I've liked Wiedering's game.
Weir's
Sim.
checking his time. You got somewhere to be, Jacob?
Oh God. Oh dearie me. Okay, that's okay. That's all right. That's all right. It's okay. Go.
I can't refresh my. He's watching it on live TV. I'm watching it on KO. So that's why there is a disparity.
That's
'Cause-
correct. I've actually done pretty well though, haven't I?
Because
considering.
Paolo is at SEN and they've got the big brand budget.
Correct.
I'm at Pommy and Oz HQ. We don't have that budget.
I've actually done pretty well to not ruin anything, I think.
Oh, that fucking hell! Someone handballed behind. I love it. Oh my god! How do you miss that? Fucking car stands short, kicks down the wing. It fucking annoys me. Well done, JSOS, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
someone needed to wrap some prick up.
Completely agree. Completely agree.
Imagine if Plowman
Honey,
one day wins all Australia.
Have you got any idea as to what the total game time of Honey and Chincotta has been?
I can give you that whenever you want.
That'd be fantastic.
Oh,
Cowan! Go, son! Yes! Fantastic!
Okay, Honey, 35% as of now. And Chincotta,
I had
80.
to get that in. I'm sorry. I really had to go because that was just delightful. Oh.
Okay. Oh, Lockie. Look at that. To your mate, Chincotta, O'Brien. Oh, boys are spreading it. Oh, come on, Honey. Oh, you fucking tit. How is that 50 umps? What was that 50 for?
I don't know, but the kick from O'Brien.
Oh, he's played on umps. Stupid game, this. Like, honestly,
That kick from O'Brien is just horrendous. Like,
that might be, honestly. And I was live for my wife's cesarean section. That's the worst thing I've ever seen with my two eyes, that Lockie O'Brien kick.
oh God.
It's a
The
big
problem
call.
is that, in that moment there, right? Why are you trying to hit that pass in these type of conditions? You know what I mean?
Mate.
Like no one has hit a pass like that all night, and I understand that that's in his armory, but
it would have been better off the way Carlton was set up there to just hit a big long bomb if he had to into the goal square.
Get the stoppage and set up.
Like, and then this kills me here. Carlton have got a bit of defensive work to do, but how many times do you see Carlton defenders wet, warm, fucking in the Sahara Desert lose their footing in one-on-one situations? Like, who studs the boots?
Hold on.
Right, come on, boys. What was that 50 for as well? Can someone give me confirmation?
I don't know. They've had a few. Like the Motlop one was fair enough.
I mean, was it because Charlie's the best-looking footballer and Sydney are upset?
Maybe. Could be.
Well done, George. Love it. Well done, boys. This is football. Come on, Ed. That's it. Just hit it on the goal square. Someone take a hanger.
How do you let them have that? That's ridiculous. They have waltzed it out of D50 again.
What was that 50 for? What was that free kick for? Inside?
I don't know. I think Motlop was holding, but how can you let them waltz out of D50 on that open side yet again?
Tell you what.
Again, the setup out that side, not good enough. Not good enough.
You know what? I might rename my fantasy team.
He had no options to go to. He had none. He had absolutely none, and he still found someone. Ugh.
They said it was a throw. Did they?
But again, that transition when one side's cut up, and then they come out the other side, it's not good enough. Not good enough.
Come on, boys. Right. Good kick in here. We refuse to spread on defence. Honestly, that ever since the Port Adelaide game, that diagonal kick, for some reason, just no one sees it. Oh, Sardi's taking a kick in.
Yep.
Fossey's watching the live stream for ideas. We'll see if it was a good idea. Sad. Stop pausing. Love that. The short kick makes so much more sense.
Yep. You gain 20 meters and you can get past that first initial line of defense.
Because now when you boom it down the wing, it's right at halfway. So if you can't defend that,
exactly.
How's that not a trip after the tack? Oh, mate. Well done for getting that away, Ollie.
We need to hold firm here.
You know what I'd love to see Carlton do? Instead of going down the line all the time, switch.
Yeah, we haven't done much of that, have we? Sydney have killed us with it.
No, but if you look, like when Ollie Holland had that ball then, our two defenders are on their own. Just go backwards.
Yeah.
Fucking hate Blakey.
Good player.
Well done, Waiters. Come on, boys. 6 minutes. Be a hero. What is the Hawthorn score?
Hawthorn.
Who's playing tonight? Someone else is playing, aren't they?
Gold Coast, I think, maybe.
Pretend.
Gold Coast.
I'll check.
Oh,
Eagles Crows.
Yeah.
That'll be like sat at your mother-in-law's.
A bit of a nobody who cares event, I think.
We asked a famous Manchester United fan what he thought of that game, and he just hit us with "Don't care."
Don't care. Oh, that is just disgraceful. 4 on 3. 4 on 2, and they still get the mark. Shocking. Absolutely shocking.
Anyone else feel like Pitner is like so underdone it hurts?
Yeah, he does seem it.
You know what? A mark between honestly, that drop down mark and everyone stood around him kills me.
And Cowan's done the right thing there. He's engaged the man, and no one's realised that, oh, hang on a minute, there might be an intercept on here.
Switch to play. Spoken like a real soccer fan, mate. I tell you what, the amount of times the left winger, I used to play left striker, the amount of times I could hear the left winger shouting, switch it! Switch it! You steal my head.
They're just a better football club than us, aren't they, this mob?
Well, I mean, feels like 8 of the goals have just been real simple shit.
That's what they do better than us.
Like, real simple football.
They're a far better football club than we are. In terms of just everything they do. The standards they set.
Discipline, spot on, Shane.
Yeah.
Michael, you see, that is what is probably annoying me the most. First gear or fifth. Carlton don't have a third gear.
No.
Don't have a third gear.
So again, we had maybe 3 or 4 passages of play where we got it up to the halfway line and just were not able to do anything with it.
Bit of time here. Come on, boys. Body versus Wheaters. You love to see it.
Yeah, I think Wiedewing's been okay tonight. I didn't like that passage of play where he wasn't able to read the intercept because, again, Cowan did well to engage his opponent, and then no one was there to. We had the 4 on 2, 4 on 3 in our favour.
They're the little things that annoy me, right? They're the little things that really annoy me. You know, when that like 4 on 2.
Yeah,
you've got to be better there.
Completely, pardon me, completely agree.
Like, I don't mind giving the free kick away in that area if you are actually making a contest, but it felt like they were against playing the free.
Yep.
Which caused trouble.
Yep. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt.
Oh, well done, Zach. Good hustle.
Smalls have been very quiet tonight.
Well, I mean, they haven't really had much to feed off. When the ball's entering at high half forward, like if me crummers are there, I'm a little bit concerned.
Mm.
Like, it's amazing when we got a deep entry, Motlop kicked to spillage.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. No, exactly.
The umpire hasn't given a free to Sydney there, has he? No, thank God for that.
No.
Hey, Zach, mate, our transition defense and our transition offense has been piss poor. Piss poor, and I agree with you.
It's been shocking, actually.
You know what this is telling me?
What's this telling you, Pommy?
You need McGovern in this. You need an interceptor.
Yeah.
You need an interceptor, big style, to try and give them something. Because
completely
we either try and play it with too many handballs down back.
Just kick the bloody thing, for God's sake. Oh, my goodness me. Handball through the middle. Just kick it. Golly.
You know this there, Sardi there, I want to see him take the first man on.
Oh, absolutely.
I want to see him take the first man on.
That's poor from De Koning. That's poor from De Koning, mate. Again, he's behind his opponent. Again. Not good enough. Not good enough. How many times has he been caught at the back? Read the flight of the ball. Know where the ball's going to drop. Not good enough.
You see, it's amazing whether it's inside 50 to Sydney or a D50, how they always get in front.
Poor. Just poor. It's not good enough. Practice game or not. We've got sumo wrestlers and a banana of the week in the crowd. You'll see it in a few seconds' time, actually. It's pretty funny.
Hey, look at that. Hey, yes, lads. They're having a few beers, aren't they? Look at them. You love to see it.
Mundem trying to grab it out of the ruck in slippery conditions. Oh, God. God almighty. Too slow.
Surely Charlie does something here. This is where they've got to really look here. Like, look how static the movement is ahead with the ball in this corridor here. Like,
ridiculous.
And this is the massive difference between Sydney and us. Like, when they're there, it's go.
They have space out. We've had no space out the back either.
Yeah, but it's because they're looking to run ahead of the ball. Like, the movement is futile at the moment.
Yep.
Big difference from the second quarter. No one is moving.
Again, another bomb kick around the body in that scenario that doesn't pay off.
See that kick there from Wheatering? Like, there's options to the left of him.
Yeah,
like,
correct.
Like, why give the possession away? Why not just try and keep the possession?
Completely agree.
Spot on, Zeke. No movement means no space. Spot on.
Correct.
like there, Wheatering, just looking at, I've just rewound it back on my screen while the ball went out. There's two options to his left. Just take the small kick.
But who's calling for it? That's the problem.
Yeah, but Wheatering's a leader.
Well,
look at that passage of play as the ball goes out there. Look how many players of Carlton are in D50. Like you're never going to get it out of D50.
Absolutely.
you know what worries me is TDK in the ruck gets so bodied.
He does, doesn't he? That's the. I think because he's so obsessed with jumping and running at it and jumping and leaping. All right, we get a chance here.
All right, come on, Kennedy. Keep going, keep going. Beautiful. But 8 players are in just acres of space, JSOS. Hit one. That needed to be quicker, that ball. And this is why I'm saying, like, I know a lot of people disagreed with me last week. I said it's either Jesus or Martin. That's why I'd say in that situation, Martin's kicking that straight away when there was 2-on-1. Do you know what I mean? He's kicking that straight away. He isn't going to take 5 seconds.
Exactly. All righty. Interesting. Very interesting.
And that is the third quarter.
What was that quarter? Quarter one was plus. What were we? What were we down by at quarter time? 36?
Yeah, it was 44-8, and then it was 57-31. That was 6.
We played this quarter much better than we did the first. Much better.
That needed to be our first quarter, really.
Yeah.
Because if that's going to be your shit quarter, but I mean, even so, that was what? 11, what? 57 to 78. So that's what? 60. That's 21 plays, 22.
Yep.
Like, that was scrappy, but they broke even. But that first quarter, he's going to kill you.
Exactly.
And that is the story of last season, isn't it? Just one bad quarter leaves the work to do. And now you're in that horrible position where you can't really go hell for leather because it's a practice game.
Exactly.
And if someone does something, it's game over.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but I mean, the takeouts there for the boys is it's just how well Sydney kicked. And it's like people are going to talk about it because I've just seen some people on Twitter talking about how well Sydney kick. And this goes back to my Isaac Smith comment the other day. People rave about Isaac Smith's kicking. It's pretty fucking easy to kick if you're Isaac Smith. If you've got Jeremy Cameron busting his ass 20 meters to get into space for you.
Exactly. It's
stagnant.
Yeah, exactly right. It's again, I think it's one of those ones where if you allow them to kick well, and that's what's happened on transition. Look, I mean, they're allowing AFL players 15 meters of space to hit a target. More often than not, they're going to hit a target, aren't they?
Mate, and it's just weird because there was patches in the second where you see they're working really hard for each other, which creates them uncontested marks, creates them uncontested possessions. And it's so annoying because you know that it's there. I mean, like, again, that clearance, they're still getting beaten in that clearance, but now we're winning the hit outs, which is, again, that thing where, yes, Cripps will fix that, but does Cripps and Walsh, does that fix running patterns? No, it doesn't. No. Does that fix your movement ahead of the ball? Does that fix your defensive transition? No, it don't. No. And it's work rate. That's just work rate and want.
Yeah. It's been much better since quarter time, which is great. So, well, not great, but it's a sign that they've actually taken on the feedback from quarter time and actually implemented it in that third term as well. So I guess it's a positive. But again, you want to see it in game, Pommy. You want to see it in the moment. You don't want to have to wait until the quarter time, halftime break for it to be readdressed, if that makes sense.
Mate, spot on. And I mean, I'm just trying to think, like, Harry comes into this side. That might help the outlet ball when they go down the wing. Because
that's definitely true. 100%.
But then I'm thinking it's, again, though, still the same problem. If Harry doesn't take that mark, it's still coming back.
Exactly.
off the halfback line. And they're
Exactly.
the little habits they've got to iron out, because it doesn't matter about personnel. Do you know what I mean? It's that's going to kill you, because at the moment, I
Agree.
don't even think Sydney are in the top 7 at transitioning the ball off the halfback line. And they found it very easy tonight. And that's a killer when it's now up to 34 points, plays 8 from forward turnovers, right?
Is that in our favour?
Yeah, right. And that just shows you, because that means that Carlton are brilliant at one facet of the game, but horrific once it gets past. Once it gets past that first line of defense,
What's
game
our?
over.
Have you got the scores for defensive transition from back half to front half? That was our big bugbear in the second half of the year, wasn't it?
Where are we?
Because that's what the premiership teams do. They're able to score from defensive from their defensive half.
Let's have a look. Where are we? Here we are. 3 goals, 5 from it, 1-1.
Is that us down?
Yeah, massively.
Says it all. Says it all.
I mean, the big thing here as well is, like, do you know what I mean? Just looking at certain stats there, like Carlton have played on half amount of time as they did last year, which I find bizarre. Like, because I would say, if anything, what is killing us at the moment is how slow it is. Like,
yeah.
In the second quarter, it looked a lot better, because when the boys move quickly, everything comes in together.
Sam Durden has come on the ground, I believe. I think it might be for Lewis Young.
Well, let's have a look at Carlton's rotations. Go away, time. So, I mean, at the moment, we haven't seen Durden, Carroll, or Binsey.
Sam Durden is on the ground. Can confirm
So we're going to see Durds. So that's interesting. Thank you very much, Clarence. Me and Paolo love you.
Thank you.
You see, Shane, though, like, I appreciate that, but when you play on smaller grounds, your running needs to be better. That's why Geelong
100%.
pick teams apart, because they play on narrow grounds. So when they have
100%.
that extra 10 meters of width, they're
absolutely
like,
spot on.
So,
absolutely spot on.
Like, I'm looking at it this way. If this was Richmond at the G, the space they're going to have from their back line is double.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the scary thing, isn't it? And, you know, a team like Richmond will cut you apart with that kind of stuff.
Oh, I mean, I'm just thinking Jaden Short will love that. Come on, Fish. Give me something, buddy. Oh, it's coming back. I like the way Charlie gave it large in the ear of the umpire. Just to, like, you know, try and trick him in. We're looking for real solid defensive.
Again, just this transition outside the back half from a kick in. It is just so poor.
Well, you look at this forward wall there,
so
36,
poor.
35,
It's
25.
so poor.
Right? They've forced the short kick. Now, here, you want to force them to go long. So I'm just watching the third kick. So they've gone long. That's a dub. But where's the free kick? You see, that kills me there. That first line of defense has done its job. It's got them to kick long. And then you concede that free, game
relieves
over.
All the pressure. It's just a coach killer, that kind of stuff. It absolutely does your head in. Oh, that's a free kick. God.
Come on, boys. What do you think of 4 umps? Mate,
What do we think of what?
4 umps. I think the umpire should only be allowed to blow the whistle 20 times a game. Make it interesting for me.
I mean, then none of them are full time, are they?
Come on, boys.
I don't think more umps is going to solve any issue, to be honest. I actually think it'll make the issue worse.
Well, I mean, we've had a lot of frees today, haven't we, in this game?
It's going to be, but naturally it'll be over officiated because you got more umpires. Oh, get chest mark, Jack. Chest mark in that situation, son. Good Lord. How have you missed that?
I don't want to see it. That Jack Silvani attempt is horrific.
I just don't understand how he's missed that. My God. That just has to be a goal. It has
What's
to be a
Charlie
goal.
done there?
Just
He's hit the umpire, though, so that's a win.
It has to. That just has to be a goal.
It's them opportunities.
Lewis Young! Oh! And he's giving away a 50 again. Oh, mate, wake up. Seriously. Oh, that's just pathetic. Seriously. Again, behind the man at the contest.
What was
Not
the
good
50
enough.
for? Was he back chatting?
Didn't give the ball away fast enough, I don't think. But again, Pommy, behind at the contest. Behind at the contest.
I mean, it's a killer.
How many times? But again, the ball is going to fall short when they are kicking that way. Be smart. Be 5 meters
it's a
ahead
killer,
of
though,
where you're
because
initially going to be.
it doesn't matter what side they've kicked to. Sydney's will to get in front of the contest is so strong. Like, it feels like Carlton are just always behind.
Ridiculous. It's just application, mate.
Got away with that one.
Yeah. Did we ever?
Look at Buddy. Buddy tries. Can you find anyone who plays for more frees than Buddy?
No.
He loves it. What's Nigel doing here?
He knows he's going to get him. That's why. He's smart that way.
Well done, Charles. That's why you're the best player in the league.
Yeah, and then look at the kick.
Loads of time, though.
Yeah. That's...
Well done, George. That's it. Give him 2 more as well. He's soft as shit. That's it, mate, George. You throw her right. Good lad.
Didn't have it. Dropping the ball. Okay. Oh, God.
I love it. I love it from George. A little bit of fisticuffs in a pre-season. I rate it.
Why would you handball in that situation? Why would you handball in that situation? Again, no, actually, no. How do you miss the handball in that situation? How do you miss the handball in that scenario?
Is there anything more Carlton than a handball that puts us under pressure?
It's unforgivable, mate. It is unforgivable.
You know what? That front on rule does my head in more than any rule in AFL.
How have you missed the 5 meter handball? The free kick's there, right? Like, it's there clearly, but I don't. Like,
yeah, the thing that kills me though with that free kick, even though it is a free kick, but is what else is a defender meant to do?
Yeah, I know.
Like, if he doesn't go for that, coach is going to drag him off. Like,
exactly. But where does it stem from? It stems from the mistake, mate. It stems from just the shocking handball.
Like that handball there, like 20 meters in front of Kennedy. And you've kind of, like, you understand the pressure, but like Carlton seemed to really go to that handball in inopportune times.
Oh,
Like,
God.
have you seen Sydney handball it in their D50?
Nope.
Yeah. That's my point. Like, why? Like, sit, Doc. You got to get it going forward. Like, Doc's got the right idea from that centre contest. Get it in there. Because that's where the boys' strength is, the tackle inside 50.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Well, that's why I like Doc on the ball. He gets it going forward. That's where our strength in numbers is.
Wow, what is Lewis Young waiting for? God.
He's been
No, I haven't liked this game.
poop.
Haven't liked this game at all. And I did get pretty the word was that Durden was ahead of him.
Right, you see here, right, Blakers has taken the game on from half-back flank, right? I like that. That switch there was a good switch. Where is the switch, though, in the first 3 quarters? Like, open up your angles.
Not existent. I think the frustrating thing here, like game on the line, and we just haven't, not game on the line, but I don't know. We just haven't looked. And again, that short kick in, how do you let them have that? I'd love to know, and I'd love to count how many times they've been able to hit a target from a kick in, not outside defensive 50, but around that defensive 50 area. I'd love to know.
What's clever, though, is look at the running. So, like, McInerney there has ran from 65 out to 25 on the arc.
Correct.
Like, that's... And he wasn't tracked. Like, he got the lead. Good intercept there by Carroll.
Have we got numbers for Dow's time on ground?
We'll take the 3 there, Umps, if you want to give it.
Again, behind in the contest. Again, behind at the contest. How are you behind at the contest inside your forward 50? Oh, God. Seriously.
Dow, let's have a look. Where are you? Mr. Paddy Dool. Where are you? Here he is, 70%. His numbers, if you want to know, 15 touches, 1 tackle, 3 marks, 90 metres gained. Oh, Lockie. Big boom. Ah, sausage. Oh, nice. We'll take freeze. Cheap freeze, Umps. We love them.
Tough kick, though. Very tough kick.
Tell you what, though. Cowan has been in anything that's good.
Poor shot.
Can't wait to see Lockie Cowan smack a goal from 75 for the boys.
Here we go. Now I want to see, how do we defend this kick in? Oh, I reckon that's the first time they've gone long from a kick in. Oh my God. What in God's name are we doing?
It's like spot on. Quick ball movement.
Kick the thing! Oh my God. What in God's name are they doing? In complete control of the situation, and they just revert to handball and they should kick the thing. It's just ridiculous. 4 handballs and no one wanted to kick it. I know it's a practice game, but God, mate, that's a habit that continually pops up.
You know the big problem with the handball?
What is that?
Yeah, but the big problem with the handball is it can be your best friend or invite pressure. And
Lewis Young, take the mark. Take the mark, Lewis Young. Oh, my God, bro. Oh, wow.
I don't want to see.
God. Anyone who double fists the ball, oh, God.
Why would he do that? Like, that's zero awareness
I honestly
of where you are on the field.
I honestly wouldn't play him.
Honestly, that's zero awareness of where you are on the field.
He has been shocking today.
No, but like there, like his man was behind him, so he must have seen the other guy in the goal square unaided. You kind of know there of what not to do.
What I mean, but even that moment back then, passages of play ago, when Sard had the ball, what are they doing with it?
Mate, that handball there, right, looks
What is
so
that?
good when they're moving forward. When
They're all moving backwards.
Mate, it felt like everyone there didn't
Oh.
want to do the kick.
Mate, someone take responsibility for God's sake. Just ridiculous, mate. It's just ridiculous.
No, but when Sard originally handballed it, there was no pressure. The nearest guy was 20 metres away. The first handball brought them 10 metres closer.
Why,
And then
so
suddenly,
why did Doc handball then? Ugh, God almighty.
tell you what, Lockie O'Brien's got the first.
Motlop, mate. You're looking to just kick. Why are you in two minds? That's why you missed. Because
Lockie
you're in two
O'Brien.
minds.
Did
Pin
you see
your ears
that when
back
the
and
ball
have
was
a
on the
shot.
ground?
Pin your ears back. Pin your ears back and look at the goal, mate. You haven't got time to handball inside. Pin your ears back and shoot.
You know that Lockie O'Brien first touch when the ball was on the floor? That first touch is up there with Harry Maguire's first touch.
Oh, God.
Nah, honestly, big bugbear. Doesn't matter if the ball's egg-shaped or cylindrical. If you can't trap a ball under your foot, get the fuck out.
Cylindrical. I think you mean round, Pommy.
Sorry. Mate, doesn't matter what shape it is. Mate, I can trap a ball from Mars. My first touch is impeccable.
I still can't get over that handball chain in the middle of the ground.
I can.
What is that?
Look at Locke there. He's put that on the goal square from fucking Neptune. Come on, boys. Big last, whatever this is.
Have we kicked a goal in this quarter?
No. You know, that is actually starting to kill me, right, with hit outs, because you've seen it all day today in the centre and around the ground. The ball landing in the hot zone and not one person there.
I know.
Repeat, entries inside 50. And a free! Whee!
If Kennedy had have handballed in that situation.
I love the guy having a dart under a gum tree. Is there anything more Australian? Makes me proud to be a plastic Aussie, that. Proud.
I don't think it's been all that bad tonight. Like, it just, there are frustrating moments where, you know, it's good to have this now. You know what I mean?
Mate, it hasn't been that so bad. We've got to spend time together. It's got to spend time with chat. Dubs all round.
Absolutely.
Come on, boys. Big last what?
10
9
minutes.
minutes.
What are we like?
I swear if
eight goals in
Pitternet,
9 minutes.
mate, I swear if Pitternet or TDK tap this down to the hot zone and Carlton run past it, I'll flip. Because that is killing me. No point. It's all right when everyone gets excited about Pitternet, so do I. But if people aren't going to be around the fall of the ball, Pitternet and TDK.
Oh my God, how's that not holding the ball? Oh my God, the umpires looked right at it. Luke Parker has just dropped the ball in front of the umpire. Oh wow, that's the worst decision I've ever seen. That is the worst decision I have ever seen. That is ridiculous. How's that not dropping the ball?
Mate.
That's the worst decision I've ever seen.
Jason, a dart, cigarette. Oh, Jesus! Just pinging marks for bunts.
Yep.
Come on, boys. Give me one more. Comeback's on here. Free love on the Free Love Freeway. Ah,
Totally poor.
high and
Totally
right.
poor.
High and right is like playing golf with my granddad again. Just like that high push shot.
Fisher's worked his way into the game second half, hasn't he?
Yeah, after that goal.
Yeah, got up and about.
Come on, Fish. You see, Fish wanted to handball that. He was
did, didn't
fighting himself.
Yeah.
I love to see it. Oh.
Oh, my God.
Come on, boys. Tell you what, though, they're starting to even the clearance up. It's gone to single figures.
I was just going to say, yeah, I saw that.
Oh, umpire, how is that possible? 2 players contested the ball at speed. High. Mate, you're fucking high. Well done, boys. Don't mind a punch with one hand. The 2-handed fit spoil banned.
There's a replay of the England versus New Zealand game going on at the moment here.
Why would I watch that? Guy.
What's our viewership at the moment? What are we doing numbers wise?
224.
Oh, jeez, is it that many? God.
226 now.
Okay.
They heard you.
I thought that all have been. I thought that have all logged out by now.
Mate.
No, we're a faithful bunch. We stick around. Oh God, Lewis Young. Oh God. Oh dear. Again, the handball. Oh, good God. Deary me.
Oh, dear.
Oh, that's the first time we've actually. Oh, just kick the bloody thing, would you? This handball deal can't under pressure. Oh,
you know what though? I just don't
Header.
understand where the quickness in the back half comes from, but then the slowness in the midfield comes from.
It just stops. It just hits a wall. See, that's what we need to get Sard doing more of. That run and gun.
Yeah, because it's opened it up here. Like this exit out of D50 has been opened up.
Exactly.
Because of the run.
Exactly.
You see this kick there from George Hewitt? Just watch the centre of the 50. Not one person moving towards him.
Nope.
That handball from Motlop is the worst handball I've ever seen.
Yeah. Poor kid. Just copped it.
I've touched myself with more intent than he handballed that.
Good, Youngie. He went back and he kept possession. That's better. That's exactly what we did none of in the first quarter.
Tell you what, I'm going to go for a lucky wee.
Go, mate. Go. Oh, Charlie. Oh, God. Free kick. We've got a free kick going the way of someone. Sydney. No. Yes. Yeah, Sydney. Fisher done with wrestling off the ball. Stupid. And another 50-metre penalty. That's 4 tonight. Terrible. Ill discipline. Not good enough. Hopefully they've got all their 50-metre penalties out of the way in this game because you can't be gifting opposition that type of field territory. 4 of them tonight, and they've all been very soft. Lewis Young, what are you doing? Well done.
Art. Totally poor.
Just gave
Everyone's
away,
to blame, including Teague from last season.
gave away another 50-metre penalty. And Jack Carroll got run down by the slowest person on the field.
That's good to see.
I worry for him.
I think I might actually. I've just witnessed that now. Jesus.
Yeah, I really worry for him.
He's not really moved on, has he?
No. Yeah, I
You
don't
know,
know.
that's
I'm
probably
not
my
sure.
biggest disappointment because I would say all the rumours with Walsh playing round one would suggest that he definitely is needed, but that would kick me up the arse as a footballer.
It
That a
should.
75%, 80% footballer. I'd be like, no, I'm going to be the man.
Mm. No, I agree. I know. It should be that, but it's not. Ugh. Oh, Chincotta. Oh. No, you can't umpire. You cannot call that high if you lead with the head. You cannot call that high if you. Is that Roseberry number 8? He's shocking, mate. He's a shocking umpire. He's terrible. How can you call that high if you've led with your head?
Mate, that is just
you can't call that
appalling.
high. He's led with his head. Honey's
You know
been
what?
very
Errol
polite, but again, it
Goulding,
hasn't. Oh, he's torn us to shreds. Killed us.
41 touches. Fuck me.
He's killed us. Absolutely killed us.
Shit name though. Stand by that,
You're adamant about that, aren't you?
mate. You know what? There, right? That kills me as well. That is such a lazy effort there, and I hate to pick on him because I love Bam Bam, but lazy effort on that lead.
Yeah. Oh, Goulden's just kicked another. God.
Taylor's just nailed this. Here I was thinking the comedy festival didn't start until the end of the month.
That's a fair point. What's Goulden had, like 3 goals and 40 touches?
You know what? Errol Goulding might be the greatest player I've ever seen. Do you know what I mean? Like no joke. For 42 and 2 goals. Fuck me.
43 and 3.
Fuck me. Do you know what I mean? Like that guy has got more fantasy points.
Best game I've ever seen.
mate. That's one of the best things I've ever seen. Like, you know what is bad?
What?
What is bad?
What's that?
Is that it's going to be one of them things that you look at this game and either round one, it's just a distant memory. Or you've seen something, and I'm trying to see what I'm getting out of this. But I mean, I think that's the big thing at the moment. Like,
oh my God.
It's hard to see what the mandate was.
Better. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I don't know what what were they trying to achieve tonight?
But that's what I'm trying to work out. Like Melbourne. Oh, that hand. Fuck me, Ollie. You're behind me on a fucking screen, brother, and you're dropping that shite. Make up for it with this kick. Better hit someone on the tip.
What I don't understand what they were trying to achieve. What were they trying to achieve tonight?
I mean, what's scary is the ball movement in the back half is totally different to what it was against Collingwood. The spread is horrific.
Yeah, shocking, eh?
Where last week against Collingwood, they really negated that width.
Yeah. And we haven't been able to do that, have we? It's just a work rate thing, isn't it?
the movement ahead of the ball has probably been as worse as I remember it from Carlton.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's been non-existent, really. Non-existent. Their halfbacks have torched us as well.
Mate, how easy they found it from the back half of the ground.
Yeah.
Right? Which, even though Carlton have scored a lot, when they've got that first kick away, it's been game over.
Yeah, pretty much, hasn't it?
Like Blakey's just taken a walking bounce inside his own D50.
Yeah. Yeah.
Time for Mrs. Pommy to bring another cup of tea. Fuck. With half a boatload of vodka in it.
Yeah, bloody hell. This is a good comment. I heard Voss saying during the week they wanted Collingwood and Sydney for the practice game, so surely they must have had something in mind. I don't know what.
The Collingwood one makes sense. The Sydney one, though, you know what blags my head? Sydney last year, we beat them, and I think we were like 50% playing on from marks. It was like our highest catchment because we played quick and we went and went and went. And we've done the opposite today. Like, looking at the stats, 13% of marks we've played on.
Is that all?
Which is half of what we were for season average last year.
Really?
And looking, it was 38% we played on against them, right? So why the structural change?
Don't know.
Well, there it is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's 97, plays 54. Errol Goulding turned into some kind of prime Gary Ablett Jr. clone. What can I say? It's been a great night to chat here with Big Paolo and chat with you guys. And let's go and have a cry. And this time next week, they do something exciting in training and be prepared for round one. I mean, we beat Melbourne and they went, 15 games unbeaten?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It seems, I don't know what to make of it. Voss is there smiling and laughing after the game, so he mustn't have really taken it too seriously, I wouldn't have thought.
Mate, I mean, I just, obviously you'll never know.
Yeah.
You'll never know what they're working on, but like, it just seems bizarre that just looking at them numbers, that was so alien to what we were playing.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
I don't know what to make of that.
Feels flat.
Yeah. First quarter, it just hurt us, I guess.
But, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Got a bit of work to do. And
yeah, I think there is. Like, it's not, I don't know. I don't think there's too much cause for concern, really.
Mate, be interesting to see what they're doing in 4 quarters when in 2 weeks' time. That's what they've got to do. Do you know what I mean? The boys coming back in.
I thought they dialed it up after quarter time, clearly.
Mate,
That was
if
yeah.
the second quarter was beautiful. Do you know what I mean? When they started to play, second and third quarter, patches. Do you know what I mean? But
after that, it was pretty scrappy, wasn't it?
Bit scrappy. It wasn't the level that we'd expect, but I mean, I remember my Melbourne mate when we ran him over. He was panicking. No time to panic yet, but I mean, it's interesting to see. I'd love to speak to a coach and then just say what they were looking for. And
yeah, I just don't know. I don't. The stat that you came up with surrounding the play on from marks at only 13% really. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just maybe it was a directive to go slow. I don't know. It just seemed very stagnant. Defensively, we just looked so off defensively in our front half.
Mate, I mean, it's one of them that it's a practice game. What can you take? But Mate, it's not the result we wanted, but I mean, that is
No.
it from me and Paolo anyway. Great of you guys and girls to sit around and chat to us. I've missed you all, and it's great to see you back in chat. And thank you very much, Paolo, for joining me for the first one of 2023. And
Thank you.
tune in for fan cams.
Yes, please do. I'm not going to be on there. I'm going to skedaddle off. I'm going to go have a cup of coffee now and get ready for overnights, which is happening in 40 minutes time. So,
Mate, everyone tune into that, and everyone be safe this Friday night, and we'll see you next week for more great content. But stick around
See
for
you.
fan cams up next.
see you on the other side.